back, everyone. I'm Shinigami Tabris. We're here playing Dungeons and Dragons. Last we left off on our players. What the fuck were you guys doing? Something.
Somehow existing.
After the
after the attempted genocide of cultists by Chauncey.
Yeah. That he didn't tell us about.
There was no heads up.
It just happened.
There was 0 heads up. We had 6 seconds to... Oh yeah, we met the guy with faces on his armor.
Yeah, so we met a cleric, and then we met a group following the cleric. Chauncey jumped their ass.
And the cleric jumped their ass, yeah.
We got a lot of information about this cult at the same time.
And then we also got this letter.
And we got a valuable piece of paper.
Yep.
We got the paper that is encoded.
Yeah, I folded them both in there.
And let's see. So, guy's name was Cassius, named after the great-grandfather of the brothers. He's super skinny, dirty black hair, has a glass lens that can see spellcasters.
Yes.
Worships the Great One. Apparently makes magic work properly for its worshippers within a certain distance. And is a physical entity. We've also made it to the edge of the little city/encampment thing 2 days after killing 6 cultists. I made sure to put that in quotes. Chauncey. It's also 2 days after killing 6 cultists.
Now make sure you keep that count accurate. It is for posterity.
Hey man, if you want me to keep an accurate count, I'll start making tallies in the back. The fuck is that? Oh.
2 days after killing 6 cultists, we got to the edge of the camp.
I mean, I can start making tally marks of how many's got the head count. I'll start rewatching episodes to see what our hit markers are at.
We're gonna have our own
Stat tracker.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
How many not ones? And Brian's in the lead. No,
Just a little.
you're in the lead with those double nat ones on your spells.
Oh yeah, no, that one was still just.
Oh yeah, most failed spells, definitely me. So
Oh yeah, most failed spells. Yeah.
So, you guys took a long rest.
I think I
You
cast
just
spells
woke up.
more than everybody else.
Yup. We're right there by
And
the
we're
gates, right?
No,
5 or so
we're
miles away.
Yeah,
No, you're not even there.
Oh, we're like
Like,
half
you're-
a day. Or
You're
no.
close enough that, like...
We
You're
could
like-
make it out. We would be pushing into late night if we would have walked.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, it's close to the lake because we could see people go into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, people walked by.
You're only like probably 30-40 minutes away. It's just
Okay.
one of those that you would have been pushing past your 8 hours.
Gotcha.
And you guys were all very weary of going into a town that late at night when you were going to possibly hit an exhaustion marker.
And also, at the last town that we stopped in, people nearly got strangled.
Oh yeah.
We have
I
PTSD.
it's not my fault.
It 100% is your fault. 100%.
It's all your fault.
It's always my fault.
There's a 0% chance that it is not your fault.
It's the Baylor's fault.
Baylor Bar?
How about Tiamat? All hell Tiamat?
No, the great one's that thing swimming in the waves right there. That's why it's next to a lake.
This thing?
No,
Kraken.
Oh,
the Kraken.
Kraken.
That's the great one. Any hoser.
Just not the great old one.
Hey, I'm working on that.
It might be. We don't
I
know.
meant the Kraken doesn't.
Oh.
My backup might be akin to a druid.
So what do you guys do?
Going into the town? Shall we?
Proceed.
Maybe we should make a plan before we proceed.
Well, I mean, after he did attack like 60 people.
Yeah,
So,
don't do
What
that.
you guys do all week?
So, Chauncey, you should probably stay outside of the city.
Don't start a fight.
No. Now we're here to gather information.
Yeah, we're here to gather information, not kill innocent people.
Well,
Innocent.
I'm gonna
they
go
weren't
and
quite
declare that
innocent.
they were not innocent people.
We don't know what they did.
I'm a cleric, I should know.
Sure thing, Mr. Knocks over bathhouses.
Okay, Mr.
That's not evil.
Snatchy, steely, grabby, grabby.
What he said. Snatchy, steely, grabby, grabby.
Yeah. Got to remember that one.
Well, what's the plan? Not to attack anybody and just go like, hey, so
We want to join your cult.
yeah, what's going
We
on
were
here?
invited to see what everything was all about.
Should we just say, hey, by the way, we're here to collect all the information and then go tell people?
No, that is not what we need to do at all.
Let's not advertise ourselves at all.
We're
I
working
mean-
for the authorities. You need to go ahead and confess your crimes.
We can just say that Cassius directed us to here.
Yeah, exactly.
Better watch your belongings.
And that we passed a group and they said we were coming in the correct direction. It's not a lie.
We did pass them before.
Is there anyone around us right now as we're talking and apparently not being quiet about it?
Give me a perception check.
Ooh.
14?
Hey. 15.
I'm gonna take that as a yes. And I don't
15?
see shit.
15.
14?
No, it's all clear. There's this weird lizard looking at you.
Oh, that was me, sorry.
Psycho's tongue just descends and licks the eyeball and goes back to...
Licking eyeballs, that's a fetish.
Pull up a picture for you.
Please
No,
don't.
let's not do that right now.
That is how you get pink eye. Do not do that.
No, that is
Look
not
me
how
in
That's
the
how
eye
you
and
get
say that
herpes.
again, David.
That's not how you get pink eye. Pink eye is other manners.
You fart in your face?
No, like when somebody spits in your face.
Ew.
Okay. Sorry.
Anywho.
Carrying on.
Any hooters.
Disgusting.
We've been on that.
So we were right here, we went that way, and then we went...
Giant fucking tangent. Yep. Hmm.
So we just could go in there and be like, Cassius sent us.
He sent us here for more information.
Fair. And then we say we passed some weird
If they
people.
ask.
No, not weird people. We just passed more of them.
Just more
And they
of
told
their
us to continue
followers.
Okay, somebody needs to keep an eye on that one.
Somebody apparently needs to keep an eye on you.
Why?
I don't think he's that suicidal
That's
that he would start a fight.
you
in the
don't
middle of
know
the town.
that.
Pretty confident.
I don't know him very well, so.
About this time, a little kid comes out of the woods. And he... Hi!
Little kid look very frail.
Oh God!
Is
Tiny
this a
God.
kid cultist? And are we going to have to kill a kid for overhearing us? Is that the moral tangent
So we
that
go
we're
the
going
Vox
on?
Machina route.
Stop it, hand.
Yeah, we go Vox Machina route, specifically the Keyleth one where you
Yeah.
kill the kid.
Yeah.
Nobody spreads lies.
What's up?
Hello?
What you doing out here?
We're actually heading over there.
He looks and... Oh, that's my home.
Very nice.
So,
Do you like it there?
They don't let... Mommy doesn't let me keep frogs, and he pulls a frog out of his shirt and, like, holds it up.
It's a very nice frog. It's a shame she won't let you keep it.
He's my friend today. I got to take him back to the lake later.
Apparently we have our own lizards, so...
You have a lizard? I'd like to play with a lizard.
Not today, we do not.
he ran away last night. Don't know where
But see,
he
they
went.
could be friends.
This is true.
If I recall, frogs can also eat lizards.
You wouldn't eat a lizard, would you?
The frog looks at you hungrily.
Why is the frog looking at me weird?
Turns out it's just a shrunk down behemoth.
Oh God. So,
Where is your mom?
Words.
yeah, words.
My mom's back in town. I'm told to not go too far from town.
Okay. As long as you...
Unless you meet strangers in the woods.
Mm.
Do you not always meet strangers in the woods?
He might. Not so much.
I can't argue against the child. Because we literally met strangers in the woods the last 2 days. And we had pleasant conversations until, well,
Well,
they decided to leave us.
we had one pleasant conversation. The other one's just kind of skedaddled.
Conversation?
I straight up
Talk.
Oh!
I straight up don't know what to do about the child.
Let's just...
Trying to think of what. Ask him where he can lead us. That's
well,
what
how
I'm
about
thinking.
take us to town. We'd like to look around.
I mean, it's just over there. And if I go into town, Mommy will want me to come home, and
And you'll have to
I won't
take
be
the
able
frog.
to. Right. I can't. I'm not supposed to be playing with frogs.
Okay.
What if I hold on to the frog for you? If you take us to somebody where we can learn more about the Great One, I'll hold
I don't
on to the
know,
frog
right?
for you.
Well, at least they don't convert them while they're young.
Is there a mayor in the city? Or...
Well, yeah. He's fat.
How old is this kid?
The kid looks about how old now?
6, 7.
That explains
Wait.
it.
Just innocent enough that there would be a moral, like, about killing it.
Wow, I love how this is the conversation you have.
I'm not saying that out loud.
Is there a place in town that we could possibly stay?
Well, there's the inn.
Is it on the way in?
I mean, it's on the road.
It's the way out.
The way out?
The end on the way out.
Okay.
It has this like sign that has like a bed on it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
It's called the ground meat. Instead of the airloaf.
Well, you have a good day. Have fun with your frog.
I will.
We'll see you later.
Where's your lizard?
He ran away. I don't
He
know.
ran away. Which way?
That way.
Okay. And he like starts
Towards the
to
lake.
he starts to toddle off.
No, it would be great if she changed into lizard. Yay! Picks it up, snaps the neck. Then we would be okay killing the child.
Yeah, well then, if it snaps the neck, then
I
cycle.
mean, I would
The
come
child
back.
would, the
the
child
child
would
would get squished.
immediately be assumed as homicidal, so it would be morally correct for us to kill the psycho child. The psycho killing child.
You're not actually talking about this out loud, are you?
God no.
Gotta clarify. Okay, we're going into town now.
Yes.
To the town.
Okay. It takes you a couple of minutes to get into town, and it is once you get there, like there's a lot of bustle and jostle going on. For the size of the town, it's super busy.
Are there? Does it look predominantly like everybody looks frail and sickly, or not?
Give me a perception check.
You suck at this.
No, I'm actually pretty good. 16.
16. No. There's some that are, frail, sickly. There's some that are standard every day.
Okay.
Some that
Are fat.
obviously farmers and so forth. And yeah, there's some that are a little portly.
As
Is that the
someone who can spot outposts of watchers, do that, or watch or similar. There we go. That was what I was thinking of. Can I spot like town guards or anything like that?
Give me a
That seem to be.
Nice.
21.
21. There does not seem to be a town guard or anything like that.
Okay.
Cool.
Can we make out anybody wearing the robes?
No.
Okay.
Well, this looks like a normal town to me.
Has there been
Turns
any
out we're in
signs
the-
of what the town is? Like the name of the town? Anything?
Turns
No,
out we're
population,
in the wrong town.
whatever.
Nope.
We're in the
Population
wrong town.
100. And it slowly goes down.
Holy fuck, we're in Chicago!
Oh god. We're all gonna die.
Okay. Well, I guess we just wander around. Look for the inn.
Look for the inn. Yeah.
It doesn't take you too long going down the main road. You definitely see the sign for the inn. It's about halfway through town. And it's like the kid said, there's just a sign with a bedpost on like a bed on it.
Yeah.
There's no writing, nothing like that.
This must be
Oh my gosh.
bed
You
inn.
get an actual meal. And they might know what shepherd's pie is.
Oh, you're right.
Enter.
As you go in,
Ring ring.
there's a couple of windows, so it's not that but it's definitely one of those your eyes have to adjust a little bit to the darkness that's inside.
Mhm.
It's warm. You can tell that there was a fire that was burning, but it's not going anymore now that day's going about, and it's looks like just a standard. There's a small like eating place with a countertop off to the right, but you don't see anybody.
Okay.
But this was approaching dark.
No, this is
First thing in the morning, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
You guys are
Okay.
just woken up.
Well, they go inside. I'm not gonna like try to like creep along, but I just use stealth to kind of move to the side a little bit and see if anybody follows us inside.
Okay.
Gonna shrink out the way.
16.
16.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just gonna watch.
Do. Who's talking? Because I'm not talking.
Hello? Anyone in here?
I think you just did.
Oh god.
As you call out,
Yeah.
The door in the back opens up, and the guy walks up, and he, can I help you?
Yes, we'd potentially like to get some rooms. I'm not sure how long we'll be staying.
Okay.
Oh god,
Well-
finally business.
You know, we can accommodate you. It'll be 5 silver for the night.
Per room.
That's per person.
We could do 2 rooms, 4 rooms, 1 room. Psycho can sleep on the floor.
I'm fine with that.
2 rooms.
Yeah.
2 rooms should be fine.
2 rooms still gonna run 2 gold.
That's gonna be 15 silver or gold and 5 silver.
I go ahead and hand
It's
them.
not per room, that's per person.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Hands in the
I hand him.
He takes it and when you get ready to come back, you can just get your key before you go up. And he like turns a little book over and like puts it in front of you. I just need all of you to sign right here. Okay. So you're all
I put my name
intelligent
down.
enough to read and write. You don't have just an X. That makes it easy.
I imagine so.
We are all pretty above average intelligence. Well, almost.
Yeah, he's not average.
So, what brings you to Cantorus?
No time.
We were told to come here about new god.
There's no new gods here. Same ones that's been around for a couple of millennia, if I remember. At least as long as my forefathers could remember.
Said it was Cantress.
Yeah.
It's not up there.
Are we in like Mercia?
No, we're in Tayrold.
Oh, we still okay.
Yeah.
I thought we made it down.
No, we went north.
Okay. My bad. Well, either way, it's still a nice town.
We were told to come to the city by a guy named Cassius.
Yes. And he like takes the book and flips through it. And well, it was someone that signed it a couple of days ago by that thing.
Can you say if he came from anywhere?
Well, seeing as we don't normally ask where people come and go from, I don't rightly know.
Gotcha. I didn't know if we were at the wrong city and maybe hit one in between that he didn't tell us about.
Well, this is a city. I guess you could call it that. Most of us just call it a village.
Go ahead and erase right here and mark down village.
You know, because most of the other people in the world consider a place like this not populated enough, but call it a city.
Seems pretty busy, though.
We've had an influx of people recently traveling in and out.
Where do they seem to be coming from usually?
Those people, well, they come in from a little bit more to the west of us, a little to the south as well.
That's interesting.
I'm guessing if you don't coming from their area, you don't know about it, you probably came from, well, you came from the south area, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, people we're kind of looking for, usually really skinny, kind of gaunt almost.
Well, that's a lot of people.
You said they're coming mainly from the south and the southwest.
Well, the ones you're talking about probably coming from the south. You probably coming more of like a southwestern direction.
Mm-hmm.
These people, they're leaning more towards, I think it's over towards the east a little bit, but not by much.
So we went here, and now we gotta go here.
Which is heading towards the west.
Mm-hmm. Well, we already knew that they were coming from there.
Right, we just hoping we wouldn't have to go into the west.
Oh, we got permission. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
It will be fun. Anywho. Well, thanks for.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, so you're gonna be staying a few days. What are you planning to do?
I think I might try to find a little bookstore and somewhere that sells potions and remedies, if that's here at all.
You are definitely coming from a bigger town than us.
Yeah. Oh, this is a bigger town than I'm used to.
I don't know how we a bigger town than what you used to. My establishment is the largest building in town,
Oh shit.
and it doubles as the bar. And as you can tell, I don't really have a lot of space
Gotcha.
because I typically only deal with 2 to 3 people a night.
Ah,
The past couple of months has been a bit of
Bit hectic.
yeah, and my stores have started to run dry because I can't produce any more ale, and well, they've been drinking me dry.
side quest. Go get ale.
From Barovia.
No, I was thinking we set him up a deal with a halfling.
Right?
Gotcha.
So if you were wanting to drink tonight, unfortunately, my ale house is empty. And there's not another ale house for a couple of days' journey.
Which direction?
Probably north or southwest. Either one. I mean, there is the town. If you came from the south, then you probably know about the town just down there.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything about it being abandoned?
It's abandoned.
Yeah.
Last we traveled through.
Not a soul in sight.
Well,
Unless you're thinking about another town.
Well, there's a couple souls there. They
Not
were
anymore.
assholes and tried to strangle us.
that's news to me that it's abandoned.
Nobody's there.
I'll let the mayor know. We'll put a posse together and go check it out, maybe.
Be careful with the posse though. There's this thing that goes in and out of shadows that strangles you.
Well, that sounds more like something we need to hire an adventuring group for. Would you be rat catchers?
So,
Funny story.
about that,
We're not.
we got the thing that was going in and out of shadows on the way through.
At least
Well-
one of them, as we know.
The other thing we couldn't see. And it beat the shit out of us.
So, you are rat catchers.
I am not a rat catcher.
I'm a student.
Generally, I catch criminals.
Right.
I'm a hunter.
So what did these two do that you were taking them somewhere?
These two.
Well, if you catch criminals, I would guess that,
Yeah, Dane, what'd I do?
Poaching.
last I checked, poaching didn't really account for anything unless you were down in the other territories.
I'm just mostly joking. They're my friends.
Right. So, why would you travel with... What?
We were interested in. We met some people on the road a few days ago
Mhm.
that had told us about this new thing being worshipped, and we were just interested about it. Wanted to learn more, if at all possible.
And they pointed us in this direction.
Yeah.
I see. So, that wouldn't be here. I'm still sort of confused why you need multiple days, but okay.
Well, we may be only staying the one.
Yeah.
Now that we know this is not our final destination.
Ah, that makes a little more sense. So since you're staying and you paid your money, can I get you anything to eat?
I would love something besides rations. Yes, please. What do you have?
Well, for an extra meal today, because I typically only give you 2 meals for the stay, but since it's as early as it is, I figure you'd want a meal, maybe. Which would cost a little extra. But the other 2 meals for tonight and tomorrow morning will be a part of your stay.
Gotcha.
So for today, it'd only be 2 silver for a meal. I can rummage something up for you.
I go ahead and plop 2 silver down immediately.
He pockets it.
Do the same.
And as I said, meal houses are empty, so we got this new thing that's going around. Tastes like bitter ass to me, but people like it in the mornings. If you'd like to try it.
I'll try it.
I'll just have a water.
He goes back in the
Oh
back.
my god, it's coffee.
For a couple of minutes, and he comes back and he puts like 1 tankard in front of you, and then he puts another tankard in front of you, and it's hot
Is it black?
and it's black.
Yes!
And he
Gotta go
walks
fast,
back in the
dude,
back
dude.
again and comes back up, and he's got 2 plates, and he puts them in front of you, and it's got like little pieces of bread, and you're guessing what might be sausage of some sort.
We're hoping it's sausage.
It's cultist intestine. That's how they've been keeping the population at bare minimum, like at max. Too many people come in, kill a kid. Sausage.
Why is it always killing kids with you?
Because the
Damn!
first thing we met was a really talkative 7-year-old who just wanted to play with frogs.
I was 7, I played with frogs.
They kill kids.
So
Before
it is, so when you drink it, it's bitter.
I know exactly what black coffee tastes like. I know.
Have you ever had I forget what they call it, but it's basically where you grind the coffee and like brew it all together and basically just dip it out of the brew,
Mm-hmm.
and it's got the grinds and all of it in it. Yeah, that's what you're drinking.
It was without a filter. What is that? Looks like tar.
I wouldn't say it tastes like ass, but it's definitely bitter. Wide awake now, though.
that was fast.
Oh no, like that bitter taste just
Yeah.
shocks you awake.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You like it?
I'm guessing we would notice that Chauncey's not with us.
It'd be better without a grind.
I'll get up real quick and poke my head out to see where he may be. Which I'm guessing you're still stealthy.
Give me a perception check.
I wonder what would happen if you just took like a thin sheet
It's like a
cloth
7.
and then poured it over it.
And
Talking about using a filter.
you don't see him.
I mean, you could try it.
I wonder what this would taste like with heavy cream and
While
sugar.
they were talking, did I notice anybody acting out of sorts? Or...
Give me a perception check.
Sure.
I thus dubbed
One of
this
those things.
venti.
13.
13. So nobody comes in like looking for them or anything like that. Like you don't see anybody acting super shifty. There's a lot of bustle. Like I said, the
Okay.
city for the size of it is overly active.
Constable, we found 7 bodies just beside the road, 2 days travel from here.
Huh?
What the hell you think about that?
Nope. They
So,
don't have lie detectors.
Is there
Yeah, I'll start
13?
heading in then. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Then I'll head in. Because I was just making sure that there was no obvious,
Yeah.
like, oh, new people.
So as you
Like,
stick your head
okay.
out, like Chauncey like comes around the corner.
If you want some breakfast, come on in. And Basil's trying some weird, strange drink. You're welcome to it.
It's not good. It's not bad.
I'll go in, inquire about rate, and I guess. Well, I wouldn't know y'all got 2 rooms, so I'll just get my own room.
It's the same.
Okay.
5 silver for, and like, if you want an extra meal, it's going to be an additional 2 silver.
So 7 silver.
Yep.
I only have 1 silver, but I got a whole bunch of gold.
I'm gonna try taking a little, like, one of my rougher cloths. It's clean, set it down over my cup from the mess kit, and pouring over it in there, try and get the grinds out. I'm making a filter.
How would you?
It's chewy, okay, dude?
No, it's not chewy.
No.
Like,
Oh.
It's
like
great.
if you had
It-
pepper
it
in
does,
your coffee.
Yeah, it's a little grainy, and
Okay.
because it's grain, and like if you've ever had that coffee,
Yeah.
like I said, I can't remember what it's called, but like if you've had that type of coffee, like because it's brewed with it, like directly in it, and you always have it in it,
Oh,
it makes
okay.
it extra strong.
Oh, my bad.
So like
For some reason,
when
I was thinking it was like fresh ground and the ground's got in it. You know what I mean?
well, it is sort of fresh ground, but keep in mind also like their grinding technique for this
Yeah.
time frame is not.
It's mortar pestle.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Well, if you think
They won't
about
let
it,
it at the fire mill.
if you think about it, you just pull the filter out of your coffee and drink that. That's what it tastes like.
No.
No.
No,
No, it's gonna be
That's what it
finer
tastes
ground
like.
than that. It's gonna be just a little bit finer ground than that if it's a rough mortar pestle.
Yeah, it's a really fine grind, but it's one of those like you can definitely taste that it's in there, but it's not like every drink has like
Okay.
it's not like drinking syrup or anything.
Is it like when you get hot cocoa and then you don't stir it all the way?
Yes,
You get a little bit.
and you get that like
There's a chunk of just dry powder in it.
yeah, and you're like yeah.
Okay.
But imagine that dried powder taste instead of it being like sort of chocolatey, like chalky.
It's straight
It's
bitter
It's straight
coffee.
espresso bean.
Yeah.
I wonder how this would taste with heavy cream and sugar. Maybe
What's
a little
heavy
caramel
cream?
drizzle. Maybe just
Comes from a cow.
some goat's
People
milk
know
and
what
sugar.
that is.
In this time frame,
You know what cream
Sorry.
is.
cream.
It would be just the top of the milk that was taken from the
Oh,
cow.
Maybe it's where they get butter and stuff.
Do you know what butter is?
Yeah, no, I know they know what butter is. Butter's not that, but like
I can't believe
cream,
it's not butter.
cream as a drinking thing.
Well,
like,
not
or,
That concept would be a little foreign.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, that would be the milk. Would
Add
be
in
the
a-
cream is like it's
Yeah.
just whatever's there.
Add in a touch of goat's milk and some sugar to this bad boy and you're gang.
What's sugar? Do we have sugar here?
Yes.
Okay.
Surely.
Yes.
sugar's an expensive
sugar.
thing for really rich people.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I would know what sugar is.
Yes. Yes, you would. Basil would not.
I'm gonna take 30 seconds. Stormcrow TV, thank you for the sub. But it's actual cash.
Yay!
Blue money.
Said Stormcrow.
Yeah,
Alright, next character's last name. Check.
Stormcrow TV. I wouldn't normally say something, but like the fact that it's a sub.
It's an
I'm like,
actual sub.
Yeah.
Yay!
Thank you, sir.
for the sub.
Or ma'am.
Yeah, did you just assume?
Yeah.
I said sir or ma'am.
You assumed a gender.
I
You-
did.
And you're playing a
straight
male
assumed.
character.
And you
Nice
excluded
going.
and you excluded non-binary.
Yeah, and you. Yeah,
Okay, let's get
Okay.
going.
Okay, let's avoid this conversation right now.
this is what you get. This is penance for all the shit you gave me.
Fair.
So I'd say once we're done with the food, go out into the village and just kind of start asking around about the large mass of people that have.
Like
Okay.
maybe the shop owners.
Why the fuck are there so many people?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Too many fucking people and too many people fucking.
Jesus Christ.
That was my late grandfather saying, so.
Ah.
Going off the rails on a crazy train.
No,
So,
that's a
what are
great
you guys
saying.
doing? What are you guys doing?
Talking to the shop owners to see why, if they have any idea why there's so many people in their house, their tiny little village.
Is there even a market?
I would say if there's any shop owners at all.
Yeah, like
There's not a market.
okay.
General goods store at all?
Give me a perception check. Since you didn't ask. Actually, this would be an investigation check. Sorry. Investigation!
That
17.
helps.
17. It takes you a little bit of time walking around, but you do find it without any problems.
Okay.
There is a general goods store.
Sweet.
What
Do
do they
you need
have?
investigation for my asking questions around?
What are you asking questions about?
Just the sudden
Influx of people?
influx of people and potentially where they're coming from.
Yeah, give me a investigation level, so we don't role play it. We'll just get you info.
That's a loud sound.
It's a
Oh,
loud
come
thing.
on!
Yeah, I
So
thought silent was on.
you find the general
Nine.
goods store.
I'm-
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna be selling.
Nine.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be selling off the pelts for right now.
Selling the pelts.
Yeah. I've got one elk hide that's kind of rough and a wolf pelt.
Did I give you prices on those?
You did not.
Shite! I got
Tell
'em
what you
wrote down.
did. You caused problems.
I know. I always do.
I got them wrote down somewhere.
Problem child.
I'll also be selling off one of the scimitars.
Scimitar.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna grab the shop list for that one.
Sorry, mate.
A general goods. While we're at it.
No, that's
We're still good on rations for right now.
Are we?
Yeah, we left the city with a bag of 50 plus our
Oh, yeah,
normal
that's
10. So that was 20 days right there. We spent 5 days in Fritz's place eating. And we
Why
did
am I
half
not
rations
finding
because our
scimitar?
breakfast was done for each day that we had Fritz.
In our dinner.
I'm not finding scimitar in here.
I can give you player's handbook price.
Yeah, go for it.
$100 million.
No.
That'd be
more like
awesome, though.
25.
That way you could sell off his difference.
Actually, yeah, it's 25 gold piece for a scimitar.
25 gold
Yep.
for a scimitar.
That's the buy price.
He'll probably only give you 15. If-
Probably won't even give me that.
Maybe 10.
I'm thinking more like 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna look for the mayoral
happened to your finger?
residence.
Busted it at work.
Yuck.
Anybody knows what's going on in their town, it's the mayor.
It's the mayor.
Yes, that's what I was looking for,
Mayor.
the mayoral residence.
Are you gonna knock over the mayor's office now?
Mr. Mayor, Mr. Mayor!
Mr. Mayor, this
Look
is a
that
wonderful
way.
candelabra. Just yoink. 25 gold septum.
Looking for
Okay. So, for your hides,
Yes.
he will give you
Nothing.
3 gold.
Gotcha.
Something.
For the scimitar,
2 gold.
he offers you 13.
Gold?
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't haggle over the price.
You don't have one at all? Okay.
Nope.
That's a reasonable. See, I told you it's going to be about 15.
It surprises me.
So, general goods store.
I'm just trying to think if there's anything that I do need. here.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
So walking around asking people about the hustle and bustle. A lot of people don't know exactly what's going on.
Mhm.
They just know that there's an encampment not too far to the south, maybe a day or two's journey. That the people are coming in and basically ordering like large amounts of rope and wanting things planked out, but they don't have anybody actually go out and make anything. They just have them like pre-make the wood.
Mm.
So some of the lumberjacks are going out and they're like cutting down trees, and then they're coming back and having it planked out, and like the guys are buying the planks, and
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay.
And it is one of those, they don't know what's going on. But like most of the hustle and bustle is them like bringing in carts and like shipping it off, and everybody's working overtime now trying to get what they normally do in their day-to-day life plus the extra done.
Right. After, once I've gotten that info, I kind of want to, because Psycho had mentioned, and in the letter it had mentioned seeing those symbols on buildings or something like that. I want to kind of look and see if maybe I can spot some anywhere.
Give me a perception check.
If you do, let me know. Out of character. Wow.
Is that a 1?
Yeah, that's one.
Should I
walk
start
right into
making
a sign.
Should I start making the list now or go
Right.
back?
That's a 4.
That's a 4.
That's a 4.
Yeah, no, you don't seem to
Every
see
time I try to look for these things, I roll like shit.
I'll probably look later. It just doesn't cross your mind.
It's one of those, like, it's not even the fact that it doesn't cross his mind, it's the whole, like, oh, look at and something else catches his eye.
That are in my hypothesis of where these things are. I'm looking in the complete wrong area.
Yeah, he's going behind, like, the shop and is looking on the back wall.
Yeah.
It's on the front wall.
Yeah, exactly.
It's, like, right next to the door. No.
You only need a 5. You got a 4.
No, it's a higher number
Yeah,
than
okay.
I'm pretty sure it's like a 12 or 15.
that.
I'll probably look later.
I mean, the last time you had I want to say you had like a 9 or a 10, and it was 12
Yeah.
for the
That
in
was
the
me.
main city.
That was me.
In fact.
Yeah, in Farron. Like you were off by like a little bit on that one. I do remember that because I was like, man, really? I made this one an easy one. So what are you guys doing?
While he's selling his stuff, I'm just exploring the store, looking around what they got.
It's your typical like general store. He's got rope, flour.
Is it the majority of the adventuring gear page?
No,
Okay.
it's not even the majority of it.
Gotcha.
Like there's a lot.
Like there
of
wouldn't
this.
be a healer's kit or a book in here.
No, there's no books, no healers.
Like
kits.
I was actually looking for a blank book at this point.
Nope.
Okay.
You don't even get paper.
Okay.
Bare bones.
Yeah, like
Name of the store.
it's
Yeah, there's no actual like general goods page.
So here we go.
Gotcha.
You got barrels, blankets, glass bottles, candles, common clothes, tankard, hammer,
Oh shit.
jug, pitcher, ladders, lamps, mess kit, steel mirror, iron pot, pouches, hemp rope, sack, shovel.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Things are
So nothing important.
no torches either.
Nope.
Okay. Then there is nothing I need here, unfortunately.
When'd you turn?
That was just me.
Well,
Yeah, a lot of the shit that I need, I'm gonna have to get at Farron.
yeah, or another bigger city.
Yeah, something that actually qualifies as a city or a town,
Mm-hmm. Well,
not a village.
I guess what are we doing now?
Meet back up with everybody
Yeah, I guess so.
because we're only at like what, maybe midday.
Yeah.
Okay. Seems like a good time to go back.
Give us some time that we don't have to stay awake. in
Can I
shifts.
check to see if I see any of them?
Any what?
The things.
The symbols?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You can. And that will be the last one for the group.
That's fine. It's a perception, right?
Yep.
It's a 20?
Nicely done. Okay.
You see fuck all.
What are you guys doing? Are you just walking around town, like?
Should we tell the mayor about the other little city?
I'm sure he already knows.
Well,
Mm,
I don't know if the innkeeper
Yeah,
mentioned it, so yeah, we can always do that.
yeah. We can go at least tell him.
So I guess we regrouped at the end, and now we'll go find the mayor.
Okay.
To the mayor. We go to the mayor. Super gaunt, super skinny. Should have been fat.
We haven't seen anything.
Row of glass vials behind him.
Yeah, there's just
Nope.
glass.
Nothing suspicious
Hey,
here.
I've got 2 of those. Throw them at his face. They're mine now.
So, how do you find the mayor?
Ask around, I guess.
Asking around.
Give me an investigation check with advantage.
Come
since
on,
you're doing it.
investigator.
Yeah, you got this, broski.
Nice. I don't
So
think you
that's a
should be.
21.
I don't think you should be using that one that keeps rolling a 2.
Yeah, well, see, I got 2 of them, so I don't remember which one it is.
No.
So, you ask around, and
Because I just rolled a 2 again.
as you're asking around, one of them's like, "Well, the mayor typically goes out and oversees some of the fields around this time of the day. So you'd have to wait for him to come in. Or if you want to go out and find him, he'd be a little north of the city where the fields are."
We don't have anything else to do, so we can just go look. See the scenery.
So you start to leave the town. And Psycho on a building as you're leaving.
Yeah.
We attack at dawn.
Hmm.
Raiders of the Fluffy Pebbles.
Let me see. That's it.
Using a little shotgun formation, isn't it?
Obviously, A.
Maybe.
Maybe. It looks like an A.
Can't do that.
Then I will stop and sketch out the symbols on my notebook because I always carry it with me.
Okay.
Point out to anybody?
Yeah. Hey.
Hey, maybe if we
Where the fuck they are?
maybe if we just join them, they'll give us the code and we'll just learn how to read them. Turns out they've been making notes about us. Psychopaths killing random travelers. For no reason, they killed 6 of us. Unwarranted, unjustified.
So you go out, and it's like a 10-minute like walk outside of town, and you come across like a fairly large field, and
We're looking for fat man.
Give me a perception check.
The fattest man you can find.
His stealth
That's a
plus
12.
18.
That's a 12. Well, it's not hard
He's
to figure out.
sneakily boinking the farmer's daughter in the middle of a field.
It's not hard to find
Better than barley.
the mayor, as not too far from when you first get to the field. Like, you notice this, what looks like a canopy. And it's not in the field itself, like it's right on the edge of all of the crops and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And underneath the canopy is a fairly large man.
Supervising.
And there's a couple of other people that are like holding pictures of something. And
I hate him already.
Want me to tell you the common sense joke after this session?
Stop it.
What is he doing?
and he's just sitting there
Like staring?
and like
No, he's being fed
Oh.
as you
and watered.
approach, you see one of them like tap him on the shoulder, and I told you to leave me alone when I'm napping.
Surveying the field, huh? More like napping.
And
Sleeping on the job.
you see the one tapping him again, and like, you can see him sit up as you're getting closer, and he's, good afternoon.
My bad.
How are you?
Um,
Can I help you?
good.
Are you the mayor, perhaps?
Ah, yes, I am.
Sorry, we're new to town. We're just staying for a little bit.
Very lovely village you have.
Oh, thank you.
We're staying at the inn right now, and their ale stocks are running low. And innkeeper told us that, oh yeah, we might be able to get ale north or south of here at the town, a little bit southwest. That town is deserted. I didn't know if you knew or not.
Deserted? Oh my.
Yes, not us. No one in sight.
Really?
Just figured you might want to know.
Well, they don't typically trade with us, so, yeah. Oh well.
Gotcha.
Just something to keep an eye on in case you notice people start disappearing.
Yeah, whatever made them leave from there may be coming your way.
Well, we'll definitely look out for stuff. And I'll put out a small warrant for people. With you being travelers of sorts, you're not happen to be rat catchers, are you?
Why does everyone keep asking us that?
I'm a student at a college. Does anybody not notice this?
Considering the college is half the continent away.
Fair. But I assumed everybody knew about it.
Considering the college is half the continent away.
It's kind of like telling somebody from Scant City what Hollywood looks like and they've never seen a TV.
Oh.
Excuse me, I'm from LA. It's like, does that mean you have access to bread really easy?
I get it. Okay.
I'm not a rat catcher.
Well, I'm not, obviously.
You never
Why
know.
though? Why do you ask?
Well, if you were, I'd just hire you.
Well, we just came from there, and
And it makes perfect sense to send you back.
fair enough.
Find out what happened. They left.
There's a big sign that says, "Fuck this town." We out.
There's two doors, and on it's written, "Don't dead, open inside."
Yeah.
So can we just go ahead and turn in this open quest?
Oh, I see you've already found the stone. Yes.
Ah, yes, this is wonderful.
No. I just felt more comfortable letting you know just in case anything did happen there.
You guys
That
should watch
way,
your backs.
town's on alert.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
I don't have any other business.
No, I don't either. I'm just gonna. Well, have a nice afternoon.
In that case, enjoy the rest of your nap, Sarah.
I was not napping.
I'm already turned around. I told you not to disturb my nap. I wasn't napping. I was just resting my eyes.
The sun was in it.
Yes, under your canopy. Actually, is there anybody out working the fields right now?
There's a lot of people working
Okay.
in the field.
And he's just watching them work.
Oh no, he was sleeping.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, too many witnesses. Too many witnesses.
The two people that are with them, are their ears clipped?
Give me a perception check.
Hmm?
That's a 12.
Yes. They are.
Both human?
Yes.
Hmm. Wait, slaves get their ears?
Mm-hmm.
How? Like just
Right.
like do they clip the earlobe or the top of the,
The top
ear?
of the
Top.
ear.
Sort of like a pit bull.
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
only up instead of down.
That's sad.
So now everybody gets points.
Mm.
That's all. Back to the inn and just relax for a day.
Yeah.
Just for now.
Yeah.
We need to start trouble.
I mean, I would love to figure out if anybody knows what these are, but I think killed the person that did.
Well, I think anybody who would know would not want you asking.
Fair.
Not until we're inducted in.
Fair. Go ahead. Have a look. Would you like to compare?
You know about it. Now I'm just killing you.
Shit.
Turns out this is all for a trickster god.
Oh my gosh.
So I guess we're back at the inn and we're just
I mean, you got 3 different notes that you can
Yeah.
compare.
yeah.
Yeah,
While they're doing that, I'm just going through the rest.
they just have more, so I was
Yeah.
trying to see it.
That one just has like
Well, go to my room and finish up my prayer.
Hey, that second line is the exact same.
oh my gosh it is.
Cool. I'm just going through for the remainder while we're just relaxing for this day. Because we're not exactly sure how long. They said it's a day's travel.
Day,
So-
maybe 2.
Okay. If we get there at the ass end of another day, it's better than.
That's literally like somebody saying something to somebody, but that
I don't know why my
definitely
head was doing that.
is like a brand or something they put on.
But if we're relaxing and having our meals worth and money's worth of the room for the day, I'm just going to be going through Glesby's book some more,
Okay.
Yeah, that one's.
making notes and acquiring knowledge,
Fact.
and trying to figure out his hypothesis for using nightshade for a common cold.
Since y'all are looking at the notes, y'all want to be the one sharing the room?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're alone, I'm alone.
Works for me. I'm just going through Glesby's book.
That's the same thing as that though.
Starfucker. Starfucker. Hey, look, another star.
We're gonna have to find a key.
Yeah. Yeah.
What, you guys haven't figured it out yet?
Oh God, no.
Well, I'm assuming this is saying the same thing. Or sorry, that's saying the same thing.
I would hope so, considering it's the exact
yes,
same line.
but I'm trying to figure out like what it would say. I'm assuming that's a name.
I'm telling you, it's an advertisement for something. That's all it is.
Wait. These were around town. Which means these might not be in order.
Well,
She
I
just
figured-
found these around town.
But she happened to do it in the exact same order as what we find on that.
How is that a coincidence? She probably. If
Your
I know
sister's
my
just stupid.
sister,
Your sister's just
if I know
odd.
my sister, she's gonna copy it exactly how she sees it on.
Well,
something.
what I'm saying is that there's strange drawings appearing around town. Copied it here for you. It doesn't say that it was this on each building. It could have been this on a building, this on a building, this on a building.
Yes, but the spacing and everything else.
Oh yeah, like it's exactly the same.
Yeah.
But if each of these are representative of just different syllables or different characteristics of a word, it could be in a different pattern, and we're not seeing it.
I see you.
I'm making this
And I
more
know what you're
complicated than
doing.
it needs to be, and it's fun.
What's that? Watching them and
Yes.
listening and enjoying this?
Yes.
Like I see
Don't
it as
listen to him. He's an idiot.
like I see the exact same line, but how it's worded here, like there's no guarantee that this is the correct order for that.
Yeah, I think you're making it more complicated.
Oh, I definitely am, and it's
Yes.
hilarious to me.
The enemy has purposefully put out fake messages to confuse us with
Excuse
real
me.
messages.
You know our DM. It's either like this is the language, or it is so simple, like I love you, Sarah, or some crap like that, or it's we attack at dawn.
Well, this was for Cassius,
Drink more.
so obviously it has
Yeah,
something to do
it's
with the
obviously
plans.
drink more Ovaltine. We know that one.
So
I'm also not in the room.
So they stay up all night doing this,
Yeah.
and both exhausted in the morning.
No, we were just comparing a little bit. We definitely are gonna have to get another piece of paper.
Oh, yeah.
We have to get a key.
Yeah.
A game in which the most valuable item is a piece of paper.
No. The most valuable item is our imagination and friendship.
Wait,
Fuck
we're
that
friends?
dice.
I mean, I feel
More
like
shiny
we've.
cl-
I like the
been-
shiny click clacks. So yeah,
Yeah, the shiny click clacks are awesome.
I got a bunch of new ones too.
I found some online that I really, really want that look like pumpkins.
I love the fact I got shiny click clacks from my sister last week, and this week I got shiny click clacks that I ordered like a year ago.
I'm trying to save up for my permanent body modification.
No shiny click clack.
No, new tattoo.
It's a shiny click clack, right?
Sorry.
I have two
No,
shiny
I have the
click-clacks.
shiny click clacks already.
I got two shiny click-clacks.
Okay, I already have my shiny click clacks.
Right.
I need it
So,
touched up. again,
what
though.
are you guys doing?
Well, after.
And once we're, if we stay the night, get the long rest, all that.
We get
Yep.
dinner, long rest without watches, and breakfast.
Yes.
I just want my money's worth, damn it.
Yeah.
And good food for once.
So
Food.
for dinner, you get to watch
And more
like
of that
as
coffee.
some of these people, like there's a lot of people that come in. The inn is bustling. There's a lot of people that stay the night. There's also what appear to be regulars,
Mhm.
and when they come in and he informs them that there's no ale, they complain again, and it's obviously an again because of the way that they do it. And you already do. Come on. I still have that weird bean that, and they're like, no, that stuff's nasty.
As I'm on the balcony sipping. It's highly addictive.
I might drink some of that weird tar liquid.
Bean liquid.
Bean liquid. It looks like tar.
Looks like tar. Tastes like tar. Is a bean. I wasn't able to get any sleep last night. I had 5 of these and I couldn't fucking sleep.
I can hear colors.
I forgot how to blink.
Purple has such a beautiful voice. I did not have 5 cups of coffee before bed last night.
Damn.
I am having like 2 before we leave.
I'm gonna come down to the dining room. Let's just scan the crowd real quick to see if I notice anyone, out of place.
Cultist-wise?
Yeah.
Cultist wise, give me a perception.
Ooh,
Can I assist him on that?
Sure.
You suck at it.
No, I really don't.
Well, you roll like shit.
You and I have the exact same perception.
But you roll like shit.
20.
Every
20.
single time
I
you
rolled-
tried, you rolled like a 9.
No, you don't seem to see anybody that looks like a cultist.
Okay.
And even then, that makes a 14.
What exactly is a cultist?
The gaunt people. That's what I'm looking for.
He's looking to profile.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So I can shoot someone in the back of the head again.
So if it's just like, if it's someone that's just generally malnourished, that guy's probably dead.
I'm still angry at him.
Screw the point.
I mean,
No, you
probably-
offer them some
Wait,
rations, and they say,
in that instance, there were a bunch of them in the field earlier today.
there were 2 feeding a fat man.
What you gonna do? Just commit a whole like genocide of those kind of people?
Hungerside? I mean, what would you call it?
Starvation.
I mean,
A-
Are you killing
A
starvation?
very
people?
well-known militaristic tactic.
Oh.
You literally starve out a city.
Is Chauncey an Aryan name? Sorry.
Skinny people, not feeding them enough. Be very careful where you go with this. Don't Hansel and Gretel it.
Make sure you will look out for them old ladies that eat little children.
I mean, they're getting better nourishment than some of these people.
yeah, because they were fed, so that they would be fat,
There.
so that they could be put in an oven.
Yeah, she roasted them
Y'all
like
were
pork.
Y'all were in Farron, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Those guys that were just, they were talking about doing the same thing somewhere else. That's not cool.
What are you talking about?
The fuck brought this up?
Oh, I thought you were speaking in character.
No.
I don't know your character's
No.
voice.
Also,
What is your character's voice?
She's
Also-
changing it up.
Yeah, I'm
they
trying.
didn't say they were doing the same thing somewhere else. They didn't say that at all.
They just said they were ready for battle.
They said one person was ready for battle.
Just one.
Right.
Oh well.
So your night goes by uneventfully,
Sleepy, sleepy, sleepy.
and you wake up in the morning with your long rest.
Yes. 2 cups of coffee today.
I'm also having 2 cups of coffee.
No, I was getting you a cup.
Oh. I thought you were drinking 2 for yourself.
It's like, I'm gonna try out this bean juice until I like it. Nobody likes coffee at first. It's an acquired taste, like caviar.
Technically, I liked coffee. The first time I ever had it.
Did you have it straight black the first
Yeah.
time you had it?
Mhm.
Interesting.
I didn't like the straight black, but I
There
drank
you
it.
go.
With, Mom told me, hey, put this in there. So I put
See?
sugar in it.
But there's no sugar here.
Yeah.
We get straight black, and this is how you're first
Well,
testing
my
it.
character
As an
would
adult.
probably like it. Maybe.
Thick and bitter.
Should I roll for...
Constitution save.
yeah.
No, not yet.
I like my women like I like my coffee. Strong.
I thought he was going to go somewhere else with that.
No, that's about appropriate.
No, I like my women like I like my coffee. Without another dude's dick in it.
Okay, so we had breakfast. We had that too, right? Yeah.
What kind of breakfast we having?
Yeah, just ride the sausage.
Is it weird sausage again?
Yeah, weird
The
sausage
innkeeper
again.
loved that joke so much. An extra cup of coffee.
It's got dude's dick in it though.
I wonder how it
It's
tastes like it's
sugar.
this, and I pick up the sausage and that's a dick! It's like, I'm helping get rid of your stock. Fuck off, dude. I'll take 18 pounds of your beans.
I eat this weird sausage, I'm just like,
It's food.
It's edible.
It is
Yeah.
It's
edible.
definitely deer.
Oh, wait, you don't like meat.
What part of the deer does the sausage
I
come
eat it,
from?
but my
Okay.
character would prefer not to eat meat.
Okay.
But since he doesn't
I
really
mean,
have
he's got bread.
Oh, okay.
With only a little bit of meat in it.
I mean,
I mean, he's not really vegetarian, but he doesn't eat meat much.
Just wait until we go to the Arctic. I'm shooting every animal in sight.
I think he just doesn't like the idea of watching somebody skin the animal.
Animals have souls. Like,
Yeah.
Yes, their souls are meant to be devoured.
Actually, most like if you think about an actual druid back in the time frame,
Oh, yeah.
they were fine. They were fine with killing animals and skinning them and whatnot. It's the waste of an animal,
Yes.
like just killing an animal just for sport. That's always been sort of the
Yeah.
taboo.
Yeah.
Using an animal to live, that's a fine. And like,
Because druids had bone stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Skins.
I'm trying my character. I think he's more like leaning towards he doesn't really want to have to kill. He likes.
He's gonna try and be a pacifist as much as possible.
Yeah.
And you need to get
frostbite,
way the fuck
frostbite,
far away
frostbite.
from Chauncey.
You might want to leave the group now.
so what do we do?
Now that we've eaten, I guess
South, right?
heading south.
Cool.
So you're gonna start heading south.
Yep.
Heading towards.
How much
The
are
general
horses
direction.
here?
You're gonna
This-
ask for a horse.
No, I'm just curious. Do they have horses?
I was just thinking that they already know we're coming. We might as well grab some horses and get there faster.
They don't know we're coming.
Well, they're open to having people
Oh
come at a
yeah,
time.
because I'm like the only people that knew we were coming
Like
either went
it's
the other
probably
way
like 5,000
or we
gold
killed
though,
them.
right?
No.
Because like in the game, it's 1,000 gold for a horse.
What?
In one of the games that I play online, it's 1,000 gold for a horse.
I think it's that much in Skyrim.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's 1,000 gold for a horse in Skyrim.
That's 1,000 septums,
They're golden septums, though.
bro. You know how much a flower costs in Skyrim?
I mean, I'm pretty much cheating the
I don't
whole
think they're
game
gold.
by having like this whole
I
thing
think it's
where I
just
can make
a
whatever I
random
want
amount
and
that
however
they
much
set.
money I want. So,
Other than again, like a purebred horse would cost a couple grand for us,
yeah.
if
And
not
if you
more.
got a destroyer, that would definitely hit in the 5,000 range.
Where's the book?
Oh, are you
The
actually looking it up for me?
Yeah.
Cool.
If you guys are interested in buying a horse, if you want to spend your money, you can spend your money.
It's at the
I'm
page that
not
says
spending my
trade
money.
goods.
I
don't
think
know
he's just
what
getting
page.
tired of walking. He's so used to not having to walk so much. He's like,
That would be you.
my feet
That's
hurt.
like a...
Seems like they'd be
Mouse.
used to it by
There
now.
we go.
I'm waiting for you to say something
Okay.
about D12.
So, a riding horse
hmm
is 75 gold.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
No.
A donkey or mule is 8 gold.
I can afford that one.
A pony is 30 gold.
Ride that
Too.
ass into town.
A draft horse is 50 gold. Draft horse is big, slower.
Yeah, I pull farm equipment.
And then a
Stronger,
war horse
sturdier.
is 400 gold.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What is a what's the difference between a war horse and a
So a war horse is perfectly fine with combat being around
Yeah, it's
it.
trained
It's
for
trained for like bows and arrows, and for you to
Charging.
like ride it with a lance or something like that, and charge towards another creature.
Have you ever heard the term destroyer?
They also get
Yeah.
trampling
Would be
charge.
Okay.
Or destroyer.
So like, have you ever watched in real life? Have you watched jousting?
Yes.
Have you ever watched where sometimes where the riders will start to go towards each other and the horse like veers?
Mm-hmm.
The reason the horse veers is it's not trained well, and it's like, oh shit, I don't want to go that direction because that's danger.
Okay.
And a war horse is trained, that's the same type of training, to go down the list properly and not veer off when another horse is coming towards it at a fast speed.
Well, so that means it's like it could be really any horse. It's like, like shit.
With
well,
training.
generally you
Like,
want one that's like
I'm
the
not,
size of
like-
a draft horse because you're gonna
So
normally
it
carry
would-
a knight, heavy
Okay.
armor, so it needs to be
That's
weighty.
what I was curious about.
Now I'm curious about something.
What?
I'm looking up specific pricing now.
Well, I mean,
Because I just found where it has the
I'm going to
AC
go ahead and
variants
say
of
this
war
village
horses.
does not have a war horse.
nah, I don't really want a war horse. I just wanted a.
So, do you want a regular riding horse or a draft horse?
Regular.
Regular horse.
Mm-hmm.
Like a riding horse?
Mm-hmm.
Due to the fact that they are they're highly needed right now. They're expensive.
Mm-hmm.
More expensive than normal.
See, I was gonna ask around or see. Before.
So, the
But now you
cheapest
get the
that you can
actual price.
find one for is 114 gold.
Ain't
Hey.
we got price gouging walls?
Right out of my budget.
I.
But do they have
Well-
any elephants?
That's a way to make a statement.
Well, I just found mounts and other animals, and there's elephant right there.
They can't be in that high need.
I can afford an elephant.
How much is an elephant?
So I
200
think I'll
gold.
pass on the
Oh.
horse for now.
Oh wait, I can also afford a warhorse.
I mean, I could afford it. I just don't want to spend that much when I know the
Oh,
pricing.
Fuck, they're fast.
How much was it?
For
A warhorse?
for a
Yeah.
regular riding horse with them,
So
it's
you
like
want an elephant?
150.
Yeah.
Double
Dude, I
price.
can Legolas it. I can slide down the trunk and just plink arrows.
There's your elephant.
Okay, so it's 400 for a standard.
Yeah, I think we'll be walking.
Yeah, I
We
was.
should have bought the horses back in Farron when they were cheap.
Yeah.
That was
See,
also when we thought this was a secret mission.
yeah. See, I was just
More
doing it out of
secret
curiosity,
than-
get an idea. My character get an idea and be like, "That's way too much," because I'm pretty sure he knows what inflation is.
You've probably never had to buy anything in your entire
But
life.
he's also,
Harding.
but he's
Oh, you read about it in books. Got
he's
it.
pretty smart.
No,
Holy
his dad is a merchant.
Yeah.
The warhorse and full tack is cheaper than the armor needed for it.
Oh yeah,
You can get a warhorse with full plate, but the full plate is 1,500 gold.
sounds about right. Because it has to be molded to the horse, so it's custom.
Because there's the variant AC warhorses.
So, you're gonna start your trip to the south?
Yep.
Yeah,
We're gonna be
so
like
it's like-
pilgrims and walk.
Yeah.
Yep.
Make like pilgrims.
Making our way out town.
Make like pilgrims and kill those along the way.
No. We've established this, sir.
This is also just random acts of violence at this point.
Sir.
You're assuming that people are inherently violent, making you inherently violent.
Sir, I would appreciate it if you did not attack any of the people we're going after.
Oh wait,
I'm not stupid.
it's a religious person with
Well,
inherent
I
prejudice.
mean,
This makes
'cause-
sense.
see, he's still holding a grudge from the last time, so he doesn't trust you right now.
Religious people with inherent prejudices.
We're gonna take a quick break because it's that time.
Sweet.
We'll be right back. We're gonna take a couple minutes so that we can stretch our legs, get something to drink, and stuff like that. Again, thank you, Stormcrow, so much for the subscription and the follow. You are amazing. Love the fact that you're setting up for your own D&D session on Saturday or whatever that you're DMing. We'll be right back in about a couple of minutes, maybe 5-10 minutes.
We love you,
And we'll
Stormcrow.
keep you back up. Thank you so much.
Well, tell Brian to stop.
Welcome back to us attempting to play D&D today.
Next character's name is Lars Pants and Mars.
I'm Shinigami Tabers, for those that don't know, also known as Boomer. We're back in
Thor, but not.
You leave town after a long night's journey, or a long night's rest. Jeez.
And
come on, get it together,
in our
you.
system.
And
Come on, why are you guys still asleep?
Huh?
We have coffee in our system.
Oh yeah.
You start headed towards the south. And as you are traveling, there is a small group going with you.
Oh, sweet. Do they kind of look gauntly?
No.
Okay.
I don't think they become gaunt until later.
Why don't we
They
just
could have
assume
been just going
that
for
they
supplies.
look like us and they're going over there and they're going to turn into gaunt people?
This is a fair assessment.
With them is they got a 2 horses, and they're dragging a cart with a lot of lumber on the back of it.
Okay.
Should we make conversation with them?
Is there a 6 or 7-year-old child playing with a frog with them?
No.
Damn.
Do you want a 6-year-old child?
I think
Is that what you're aiming for?
I don't really know why he wants a young child. I really don't, unless he really wants to eat it.
Meat shield.
He keeps talking about eating kids.
Meat shield.
So, you are traveling.
Yes.
There's other people traveling alongside you
Cool.
in the general direction you are headed.
Cool beans.
We're not going to talk to him.
I mean, that's up to you guys. I'm not the only person that has to talk.
So, who are you delivering this lumber to?
Yes. You also have the best charisma out of all of us.
Do I? No,
Yeah.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh.
What's your charisma?
It's +2.
+2 as well.
The clerics have the best charisma. Or the
Cleric and druid.
the college kids.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you think I get girls?
Not your charisma.
With your character's general facade, it's definitely probably looks.
Looks
Maybe
and
money.
a coin purse.
It was a bad joke. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist.
It was a joke.
Your character's personality is definitely not what gets
Is not the winning aspect.
Your character's like walks with a girl. You know, this book says this, and this book says this, and by the time you're done,
It's like,
they're
shut up, just pay me.
just walking away.
So,
That's probably what
you actually asked.
That's fine.
One of the guys, he just we're hired to take it down. There's an encampment down just south of here.
Have you seen what they're using it for?
Not our problem.
As long as you get
Just out of
paid, right?
curiosity.
I mean, they pay up front. We cut the trees, plank it down, bring it to them.
They're friendly sorts.
For the most part.
Yeah, see? They're friendly.
Everyone just
They're not
glares
all
and
murderous
toxic.
scumbags.
Well, of course they're gonna be friendly to the hired up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they're friendly to
Potential
other people too.
indoctrines.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the other people that aren't friendly to them because they're judgy McJudgersons.
He's not judging.
Yeah, psycho.
What?
Judgy McJudgerson. If that's the case, do you mind if we travel with you?
Sure, you're more than welcome.
Thank you. It's what, day and a half, 2 days travel?
With the cart, it's typically 2.
All right.
Better in numbers.
Sure.
In case there's a bear or something, you know.
Ooh, good bear pelt would be nice.
Did you just want a new cloak?
Yes.
I knew it.
This one's getting ragged.
It's been stabbed a few too many times.
Yeah. Should have sold.
Well, let's be on the road because
We are on the road.
I'm waiting.
We are on the road.
We've been walking.
You
We've
know,
been walking and
going
talking.
faster.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
There is no going faster. The cart sort of keeps us at pace.
We are paced with a cart. And they can lead the direction.
Yeah.
That way we're not walking aimlessly and take 7 days instead of 2. Oh, God.
Is there a lot of
Table
people
is
at this
chalked.
encampment? Like, big group or?
About 100.
Very nice.
How long have you been working for him?
This makes the second week.
Okay. So they've been there a while.
At least 2 weeks.
I don't think anything else to ask that's not like obviously out of what they're caring about.
Mm-hmm.
Can't think of anything about.
At least we know they've been there for a couple weeks.
Yeah. See, he's been rolling the d12s.
Do what? I haven't been doing anything.
Do what? Pulls out monster manual. There's a giant T-Rex that attacks. It vomits zombies.
It's not.
Flashbacks. No.
No.
Oh, cool! Look, a man-eater. Plants.
He's a man. Nom nom nom.
Watch out, boy! It'll chew you up with photosynthesis.
No, more like choke you out with them vines. Rip you in half. Well, I'm going down a dark path. I don't need to go down that path.
Imagine the zombie T-Rex with a man-eater on its back.
Oh!
Imagine if there was like a fungal growth on it that were assassin vines. So now there's a 60-foot speed assassin vine that vomits zombies. We need to shut up before we give him ideas.
I know, right? What?
It's like, ooh, I need to write that down just in case.
Yeah.
Is it a... So, by
Would
warehouse...
that be an abomination? Or a
Yeah.
monstrosity?
That'd be an undead, still.
But it could.
Oh, dude, and
Monstrosity,
instead of poison
abomination.
damage, the assassin vines can do necrotic.
Brian, stop!
I'm making this up for myself now. Fuck you guys.
You're gonna just give him ideas and he's gonna take it from you?
I need the chult book right quick. I need to start making notes.
He's the worst.
So,
Oh yeah, I'm making you guys a one-shot. Gonna need all of you at level 10.
as you are traveling, I need everybody to give me a wisdom save.
Oh, fuck.
A wisdom save.
Whatever shall I
Sweet.
do?
Oh, good.
That'll be a
Oh,
21
no.
for me.
I think we found our first subject for the Great One.
8.
8,
Whatever
21.
shall you do?
16.
16.
21.
Kill the priest. Join us. The glass vials start talking to her. Did we have
Him.
2 of them?
Did we?
Did we have 2 of the glass vials with green
I didn't know if we
liquid
had
in
done
it?
anything with them.
I took 'em.
Okay. 3 of the guys that are with you all stop moving. Along with Psycho.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I choked on something and my throat is like got something in it.
Be like General Grievous. General Grievous coughs, covers his mouth when he coughs, even though he's a partial robot
I'm
on
sorry.
a ship full of robots.
I'm sorry.
Be more like Grievous.
I'm not sick. You're not gonna get sick.
You might now.
That's what sick people say in those movies where they're like, let's kill the sick people. I'm not sick.
No, I haven't been bitten by the zombie. Chunk missing from the shoulder.
You 3 that succeeded on your wisdom saves, hear this music. Someone singing.
Don't go to the theater.
And 2 of the other guys that are like with the carts, one of them, shit, harpies,
Oh, shit.
and like,
Pull the bow. Yoink.
Wait, harpies are those bird people, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Wait, are these siren
Are
harpies?
these the sexy hot harpies or are they the ugly nasty harpies?
I think these are the sexy hot ones because they have beautiful singing voice.
so the 2 guys start grabbing the people off of the cart and like basically trying to throw them under the cart, and I need initiative.
Can I start doing that at the same time with Psycho?
Yeah,
They
sexy
are?
harpy lady.
That's not
I
sexy.
can attempt
That's
to,
creepy.
but that's
She's
gonna be
naked.
that.
It's gonna be a turn.
It's sexy.
Yeah, it's because it's what like they're gonna take their whole turn doing that. Basically.
Okay.
Of course.
Sweet. Hey, you get a fucking save.
Mhm.
Nice. First thing you do, kill all the people carrying lumber.
Okay, fine. That's okay.
Yeah. Dude, look up the
I had my reasons.
the grotesque harpies from last session. Know if there's fan art of that yet
I don't
from
know.
the last Critical Role session.
So 25 to 20.
23.
23. 15 to 20.
15.
10 to 15.
12.
10.
Okay. The humans that are with you.
The last.
With a whopping 1.
Yeah.
Nicely done, fellas.
Chauncey, you are first.
Okay, do I see any of them?
Give me a perception check.
21.
21. In a distance, you see 3 harpies flying in the air.
Okay. I'll fire one with my trusty crossbows.
And when I say in the distance, they're like 200 feet away.
Oh.
Sweet. They are within range of me.
So
Actually,
they roll at disadvantage if they're not in range.
What's the range of your weapon?
It's a light crossbow.
light crossbows are like max of 120. I'm having to look up my weapons range at the same time, so. Light crossbow. 8320. So it's out of range.
It's out of range.
Unless you want to do disadvantage.
No, it's already on disadvantage.
If
Oh,
you're
the
doing-
max is 320.
Oh, 320?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you disadvantage for the attack then, yeah.
Bastards are out of my range.
That is a 9.
That misses. You shoot towards.
You damn Bergia.
Oh, damn.
Like, I've got a chance.
Well, they go next.
Depending on how close they move.
So, I'll jump. Okay. Two of the harpies fly forward, and one begins to. One of the two that fly forward are not singing, and one of them starts to sing. I need you 3 to give me another wisdom saving throw.
I would say it's out of the tray, but.
What we got?
18.
9.
19.
Okay. You're charmed as well. Psycho! At the end of your turn, you can make a wisdom saving throw to try to break free, but you are in a trance, enjoying the lovely music.
So pretty.
Are you going to try and break free or just
Yeah.
continue rocking?
I'm gonna try and break free.
Come back, I have money.
I failed again.
Nope.
Basil.
I immediately start trying to do the same thing that the other people were doing with Psycho.
Okay.
I'm trying to shove Psycho underneath the cart.
Okay.
And then after, because I'm not sure how long that's going to
So
take.
that's going to take a whole action.
Alright. Then after that, I'll be pulling out the bow.
Okay. Edane.
Same thing.
just sitting there, having fun, enjoying the music. You notice that one of them, as he was starting to pull the guy down, just freezes. The other one, Edwin, fuck! And like yanks one of them down and like he's not nice about it and kicks him under, like basically roll kicks him under the.
Like, I imagine I wasn't that gentle, but I was more gentle than that.
Yeah. And he
Fuck
like,
Edwin.
yeah. He starts to like
damage.
once he like kicks the guy underneath the cart, he starts to like crawl up onto the cart and get ready to like push the other one over. Chauncey.
So the ones that flew closer, how much closer did they fly?
40 feet.
Still out of range.
So they're at 160.
Still gonna shoot them.
Oh, they're out of range for me.
At 10.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, I had to move.
So that's the 16
That
on the
hits.
low.
Dope.
D4 plus 3, so 8 damage.
8 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
If you want to do something bad, you can come down here to me.
The one that you just hit. Yep.
Screams out in pain.
She screams in pain, and then she does exactly that. She flies 80 feet in.
So are you keeping track of them? Or do you want me to?
So she's at what?
So there's 3 harpies.
Yeah.
Minus 8.
Yeah, she's at 80 feet. From you.
She's within range. But you dealt how much damage?
8.
8? Go. You got it?
The other one only moves up 40. So she's at 120.
Mm-hmm. And the other one's still 200?
Yep.
You have to make a slow advance. Pick them off one at a time.
Psycho.
Such beautiful music.
Slowly advance.
Why did
Drop
somebody
down,
shove you
reverse
under a
direction.
cart? Such beautiful music. Let me lay here and listen to it.
Basil.
Does Basil notice Dane also being stuck?
Give me a perception roll.
21.
Yeah, Dane's slack-jawed and just...
Ah, fuck. Same thing. I'll waste my turn to make sure they don't get picked off.
Dane.
Yoink. Hey,
What
cool.
is that?
12.
You just got roughly thrown under a cart.
13.
You are no longer charmed.
Fuck am I?
Under a cart.
Yeah.
With my boot next to your face. Well, I wasn't kicking you in the face.
Yeah.
You're just like,
The one human basically pushes the one guy over, which knocks the other guy over. And, like, that's his...
It's like dominoes.
Yeah. He's just, like, trying to get him off the top of the cart.
Is there an option to shoulder check him underneath the cart?
He wishes. Chauncey.
Teamwork with stranger, not Edwin.
So one moved in.
Now he's in with
to range.
range.
Yep.
That's good.
Well, because she's got boobas.
So 18 to hit.
That hits.
You know, I never hear of male harpies.
It's because they don't exist.
Another 8 points
And how do
damage
they-
to that one.
How do they reproduce?
Eggs.
So it's
Well,
16.
yeah,
No.
No.
You do know how harpies reproduce. That's the whole point of singing songs and bringing men into their...
Oh,
Like,
I didn't.
Oh wait, they kidnap the men, have sex with them, and then murder them.
Yes.
So there's a-
I did. Death by Snoo Snoo.
there's another 8.
Talking about being kind of featherbrained.
Stay away from that cloaca.
Hey man, they got a real talent for it.
And I chose the wrong gender in this game.
Yes, you did.
Harpy's turn. So one of them moves 40 feet up. She's now from 12 to 80. And then the other one moves 80 feet in.
So she used her dash and is right up on Chauncey.
Yep.
Attacked by snowstorm.
And then the other one is still out the 200.
Mhm.
Psycho.
Okay, let me see if this works. Come on. Work for me.
Hey,
Yay!
cool. You and your butt buddy Dane are both underneath the cart.
But
I got 19.
19.
Where
Okay.
y'all were gently placed by
Oh no, it wasn't gentle, but it was more gentle than just
What the
shoving
hell?
somebody off the
So,
cart.
but this is one of those that's interesting. The song finally took full hold of Psycho before he snapped out of it. He had crawled out from under the
Oh.
cart and started to walk towards the harpies.
Oh.
Oh.
You're a lot closer than you thought you were. I did not notice.
So it's
and now
like,
your turn is over.
yeah.
Yep. Basil.
Basil is going to be moving 30 feet out from the cart, but away from everybody else, and then casting Hunter's Mark on the closest one.
Give me that wonderful.
The one that's trying to get after me.
That's a 16 on the die.
Okay.
And I go to fire! Oh shit. I don't have dice out.
Yeah, I heard you put all your.
Yeah, you
dice
put all your
away.
dice away. I was curious.
I kind of
Nice.
want to finally cast Ice Knife.
I'm going to be changing dice. That's another 16 on the die.
Oh, that hits.
That's the third one in a row.
I wouldn't change them.
Oh,
Keep it.
I feel like it's cheating if it's a weighted dice.
It's not cheating, as like we don't know that it's
Yeah.
weighted or not.
Like, if it is, I'd rather not use it, just on the off chance, because then it kind of just feels like it to me. So there's a d6, and I was fully expecting there to be a fuck ton more roleplay in the city.
There could
Where
have
the
been.
fuck is a d8? That's
Oh.
10.
Oh wait, here, dude.
Holy shit.
There.
Where's all my d8?
I was gonna let you borrow
What the
mine.
fuck happened to them? 9 plus 3. 12
12.
damage to it.
12 damage.
Yep.
So 16 plus.
28.
28.
Okay.
I really want to use Ice Knife on the other two.
Dane.
I'm guessing I'm still under the cart.
Yep.
Okay, I will get up. And how far away is the one on Chauncey from me?
Probably like 10 feet.
Oh, 10 feet?
Yeah, we're
Oh.
yeah. It got
But I'll
to
just
us.
move the rest of my movement and stab slice.
Okay.
Stab, 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 slice. Does 11 hit?
Just barely.
Oh, fuck. That is 6 damage.
34.
Oh. Sorry.
And then a 19.
19.
You were already going
That is 7 damage.
Eldritch Knight. Like Death Go
It's not
Champion.
40 now. Almost 40. 38.
No, 7, that'd be,
41.
yeah, 41.
At this point, you notice that the one dude is basically keeps tackling his comrades as they get up.
He's the bad of the
I
group.
shall tackle them with inflict like wounds.
Chauncey, you're up.
So
What?
it's in your face.
I shall
Yeah,
tackle them
it's in
with
my face.
inflict wounds. Why does everything have to be so concentrated?
I thought you were about to say constipated.
That's with too much pizza. Because
Oh,
of all the chiz.
well, you had a lot of pizza today.
I only had 3 pieces.
Attack with a mace. With a 19 to hit and 4 damage.
She's dead.
Hell, man, you ought to have been a paladin.
She dead now. We got 2 more that haven't been damaged, guys.
How far away are they now?
One's 80,
Oh,
one's
one is
200.
80 feet, the other one's 200.
So, Dane, just sit back. We got this.
I have a bow. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you have a light crossbow.
No, I have a longbow.
Man, all of my stuff
Required.
is 60 feet away.
Oh, that's right. You took the other light crossbow.
Yeah.
So she moves in 40 feet. Continues to sing. The other one stays back.
So how far is she now from us?
The ones,
80 and 200.
40 and 200.
40 and
Oh, 40 and 200.
Oh, then I can
My
use
bad.
her now.
Psycho, you're up.
I want to do it. I want to do it so bad.
We'll do it.
Do it.
Yeah,
up to you.
fine.
You're allowed.
Nice knife.
Well, it's up in the air, so you can't really hurt anybody else.
Oh,
Yeah,
you do
none of
have-
us will get hurt.
yeah.
So
It's a 60-foot by 5-foot spear at the harpy.
So, 60-foot range, and then when it hits, it's a 5-foot.
Yeah.
Okay.
A 5-foot
is that a dex
kablanicus.
save or
Okay, so
It's an attack roll first.
Then attack
Yeah.
first. Then a dex
it's
save.
an instantaneous.
Yeah.
My
Let's see,
dice
yeah,
fucking
but-
hate me.
well,
That's a 10,
11's
so
what you
barely
need.
miss.
So, you do still need to have Ice Knife up.
Mm.
Because the second effect.
Mm-hmm.
On hit, it's okay. So then, with dexterity save failed, they get 2d6 damage.
So, we need a dex save. Because that happens whether it hits or misses.
15.
And that passes.
Now, is it half damage if they fail?
Hold on a second. My
Oh.
my page decided to say "fuck you."
Ice Knife is in the other one.
Deathor?
Yeah, this is an Athar spell.
Mm. It says,
Nope, you don't have.
no, it doesn't do anything.
That was a nice try.
But that was a first level spell.
Oh yeah.
Roll that dice.
10.
Yeah.
It had a 1 in it.
Basil, you're up.
Moving Hunter's Mark to the next closest one that's still singing.
Go for it.
See, that's gonna be a miss. Because I take it an 11 does not hit.
No, that just hits.
Oh,
Just
shit.
hits, yeah.
My bad.
I was off by 1 point.
6, 7 damage.
7 damage. A dang.
7 damage.
Take out take out longbow and shoot that one too.
Yay, we're the Plink Plink brothers.
Blink of blink of
Yeah.
blink.
20 to hit.
Oh yeah, brother.
Oh, 5 damage.
Okay.
So 12.
At 12.
I was gonna
Still
say-
tackling his comrades.
Flip 'em, flip 'em, flip 'em.
Chelsea.
He's just, after he tackles one, he just dive bombs the other one.
Crossbow. This is flying. Like a coward. Crossbow would be 11 to hit,
That hits.
That
and
hits.
that would be 6 points of damage, or 7 points of damage. It's 7.
19.
She's now close enough.
Fall?
Huh?
Fall?
So,
So if these guys die, we can steal their horses, right?
No, I have 2.
We can steal their horses, right?
One of them is still.
Now who's the bad
One of them
guy?
is still awake.
I'm just kidding.
Now who's the bad guy?
Although there's
Okay.
a card. And
which
you
one
can
of you
sell
two
the
wants the high number? Which one of you wants the low number?
I'll go low.
I'll take I.
Okay. Chelsea, you're getting attacked.
Okay. Is it coming down to my level to attack me now?
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
Face to face.
She's gonna snatch you up, make her babies, and then she's gonna eat you.
Wow.
If that's how they kill them.
19 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
19 to hit.
Oh, that hits, yes.
And then 8 to hit.
8 damage?
No.
18.
Oh, 8 does not hit.
Okay, so she hits with the claws, but she misses with her club.
She has a club too.
Yep.
Holy shit.
These are weaponized.
Herbalist in the club.
Take 6 slashing damage as she
Ow.
rakes you with her claws, and she continues to sing.
Oh, she ain't gonna be saying that again.
Psycho.
Psycho.
What you got?
Not ice knife again.
You can use
Please.
it for frostbite.
Rules debate. Con save.
Con save?
Yeah.
That's a 1.
She fails.
Yeah.
She gets disadvantage on her next attack.
With a weapon.
The
Wow.
claws and the club both count as weapon attacks.
How
Is
much
that
does
one
she take?
damage?
Yeah.
How much?
1.
An unarmed strike counts as a weapon attack.
Basil.
I'm gonna actually move 30 foot up and get closer towards the one at the back, so I'm still 140 feet out. Then
Okay.
turn and fire at the one at Chauncey. 17 on the die, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage.
What are we at?
28.
Okay. Edain.
Put away the bow, pull out swords, and stab, stab, slice, slice.
Stab, stab, stab.
Not with that, though. It's a 9.
She bats it away with her club.
Nope.
Hey man,
And
Hey, man.
she
Nope.
like,
you want inspiration?
Nope.
Hey man,
Nope.
come on.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
you do.
Mm-mm.
It'll be
you
funny.
just shoot a horse.
I'm not gonna shoot a horse.
You don't want to like slit a horse's neck?
Dude keeps knocking his comrades over as quick as he can.
Do they not get wisdom saves?
They do.
They
They
just
keep
fail.
failing?
They don't have very good wisdom.
They have a whopping 0 across the board.
Ooh.
Sure, they're glad. I'm sure they're happy now that they let us just walk with them.
Yeah.
Better
Oh,
in
shit.
numbers.
Harpies.
Chauncey, you're up.
I'm sorry.
Makes the
I'm afraid you'd come down with some harpies.
Nope.
Make him stop.
Go in, hand starts to glow with purpley energy. With white wounds. With a 16 to hit.
That hits.
9, 10, 16 points of damage.
Okay.
So 20 plus 16, 30,
44.
44.
Okay.
She's at 1.
Yep.
And what was
And
Mm.
She's at
isn't
1.
that a first level spell?
Oh, yes.
It is indeed. Ooh, and that's a lot of people right next to each other.
17.
that?
Damn. Can I roll? Can I keep rolling until I roll a 1?
No.
No.
It's her turn.
Ooh, what if you're a wild magic sorcerer with it too? Just double up every time.
She's mad at you. She's gonna eat you. Just for the hell of it.
7 to hit.
That does not hit.
6 to hit.
That does not hit. Must have been distracted by
Frostbite!
all the painful.
Don't even say, hey, psycho.
Psycho.
Frostbite.
Okay.
Con save?
Manage of the thunder dice. Yes.
10.
She fails.
Auto death.
4.
She's in.
Haha!
Basil.
Bone. Shit, no, I can't do that yet. I have to move up again. I can't cast it yet because it has to be within 90 feet. But I can still fire at it.
Okay.
17 on the die, so that's 6 damage. And das is all.
So the one singing went away.
They're still singing. Take out the bow and use my full 60.
Okay.
Because I imagine that would then get me in the 150 range. But I would be able to fire.
Correct.
But you do have your bonus action.
Sorry, I can't help you guys right now. I don't have any long range weapons. that
So
they got.
finally, some of his comrades snap out of it.
I have a spare long range weapon if you want it.
I thought you sold it.
And they start grabbing the other guys. And only one of them is able to grab a bow and launch an attack.
Don't roll a 1.
Do what?
So don't roll a 1.
What?
And a Dane, you get shot in the skull.
Serves him right.
Uh,
Just kidding.
Basil, one-eye quick swing.
Basil, you take 6 damage as an arrow hits you in the back.
Basil, one-eye quick swing.
These
They
dudes
literally
suck.
all at one.
Yes! Wait. The best part of that, because it's at disadvantage, because of the distance.
Did you roll a 20 on the
a
other
20 and a 1?
one? Fuck that shit. Fuck that.
Wow.
That's rude.
They're not allowed to use anything.
I feel like I deserve inspiration for that.
Master, you have been injured. May I commit destruction?
No.
Chauncey, you're up.
No.
I must self-destruct.
There are 2 horses nearby, right?
They're attached to carts.
Oh, they're attached to cars. Damn.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with them horses?
He's just trying to get there faster.
Get there faster.
Yeah, I'm fun. Scratching your arm like that.
Itch. Fuck off.
I'll advance and I'll try a disadvantage shot. Nope. That would be only an 8.
Its turn. It stops singing and starts flying in the opposite direction.
Yeah. That's a lost cause now.
You,
Wait.
Moves at 80 feet a turn.
Yeah, that's definitely a lost cause now.
yeah.
I can move forward 60 and still be out of range.
Yeah.
It's like, if I can get in range and get my hunter's mark on it, I can track it. Nope, I'll never be able to catch up.
So, you guys actually gonna try to
No.
chase it? Or?
Nope.
Going back.
Is everyone okay?
Where'd you get that arrow in your back?
Yeah, what happened?
I turn and look for the only other person holding a bow.
Sorry.
And I've still got that little gray mist
like-
coming out the eyes.
When the person that shot you is probably the youngest out of all of them.
It's a 12-year-old boy.
Now it must die.
I can't reach it.
Here, let me help.
Ow!
Put some moss on the wound. It'll stop the bleeding.
I go over to the boy, look at the bow, and give him a few pointers on how not to shoot somebody else. Especially if it's, here's your target, and I'm over here.
What
Well, I was
are you
shooting
pointing
above you.
about?
At what?
She was above you.
Over there. So don't fire like that. Fire like.
Where's a cross brace?
Please let the boy
Giant
alone.
gust comes in and.
That's the secret heartbeat tactic.
Let the boy alone.
Hey, at this point, I'm just giving him tips.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get him that archery fighting style.
So, the rest of your day is uneventful. At night, they pull the two carts up, and basically, like, they make a camp in between the 2 carts, but they don't make a fire.
I would.
No, it makes sense. It lets every harpy and everything know exactly where you are.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be a little bit colder. I
It's
like
a
their
little
idea.
It'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
So, they basically work out, like, who wants to go on watch, and, like, they've got a rotation that they do on their own.
I'll also join in with.
So, if you don't want to do a watch, you don't have to do a watch, as there is a human that will take a watch.
I prefer one of us to.
I was gonna do the last one.
Yeah, I'm still gonna do this.
I lost track of whose night it was.
We can all
take
just
the night off.
take our normal watches.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two sets of eyes is better than one.
So make your roll
And it's
with
just a rate.
disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
Or, well, since
Since we
they're
have
helping
somebody
you,
else.
just roll a
Straight
single
roll.
die. Straight die.
5.
Okay, you're not taking the night off. Yes, I will.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna roll then. That's good.
8.
8,
12.
12.
20 on the second watch.
Still hoping the boy
20.
like. No, your string's not taut enough.
8, 20, 12. Nice.
That is not terrible range there.
Your night goes by uneventfully.
Okay.
Hey, you get those points back at least.
Yeah, I do.
My hit points come back. Yay. And my spell.
So, you continue your journey on.
On the road again.
It's an uneventful day. But at the end of your day, you can make out smoke and what looks like a fairly large encampment ahead of you.
But basically, we need to rest before we can.
Yep.
A little over 2 days.
Just go right in. Talk to me in the morning.
This time they do set up a campfire. And we need watches.
Now you can take your turn.
Okay.
That's a lot better. Although that number keeps showing up tonight.
Yeah, it's not bad.
21.
Second watch.
It's him.
No,
I just went last
he,
time.
he did the last watch.
No, I.
You roll a second watch this time.
He ended up taking watch. You had your full night.
Oh.
Yeah. Was it, was it?
See, I would have been better off doing watch last night. Sorry, I'm changing my spells up.
Oh,
That's 16.
16,
why are you expecting trouble?
9,
8.
8.
Well, she had an 8. I had a 21.
8 and 21. Okay.
So 21, 8, and 16.
Halfway through the night,
Looking at you.
Psycho doesn't even realize that they are there until they're right on top of, like, coming out of the shadows. And it's one of those that what draws Psycho's attention to him is the human that's with her. He goes, he looks up for a second and he goes, "Is someone there?" And out of the shadows comes a couple of other people. And they're, "Ah, good. You've brought us our goods."
Okay. I was just like.
It's kind of like having a watch to see.
Wait,
who all
I
is.
guess one of the guys is.
He's up with you.
Okay.
He starts talking to him, and do you pay attention to what's going on? Or?
Let's go with yes.
It's like, please.
Basically, the conversation is just the fact that they saw the campfire and they came out to check on it. They were sort of expecting you.
Mm-hmm.
You're a little late, and he's like, "Well, we got jumped by harpies. It sort of slowed us down."
Mm-hmm.
And they make note, like the guy like makes a, they talk it over, and the extra 3 people that walked into the camp all sort of walked out at the same time. So
Okay.
Yeah, if Chauncey were up, they'd all be murdered to death.
Idane, on your watch, it is one of those, like, as you're like in the middle of your watch, you see them coming. As a like large group comes from the campsite up. It's about 10 to 15 people. and they get there like right about daybreak as everybody else is waking up, and a couple of them have some cheese, and they've got some wine skins, and they like pass them around for breakfast.
Fuck yeah, wine for breakfast.
Yeah.
My favorite kind of hotel.
And while one of them he's looking everybody over, and there's more of you here than normal.
We were traveling alongside. We're on our way to your encampment.
What for?
We were told by a Cassius, I believe his name was, to come this way.
Cassius.
That was his name.
He leans over to one of the others, and he whispers something to the guy, and the guy takes off running back towards the encampment.
Is there a problem with that?
I'm checking on who Cassius is.
Must have used a fake name.
Oh.
Gaunt guy, laces on the armor. Cool guy, really.
He was telling us about the Great One.
Ah, yes.
You came here voluntarily? Are you stupid?
Basically.
So, you're their converts.
We at least wanted to learn more about it.
Excellent.
Excellent.
We'll gladly get one of the priests to meet with you.
Sounds pretty good.
Downside is you have to become a eunuch.
That's where they get the ooze from.
But first, you must wear these slug hats.
To show our faith, here, have 2 vials of oozes.
You
It
gotta
died of
swallow one
starvation.
Oh, God. That's how it happens. Okay.
So, the group basically helps the people like get the horse saddled onto the cart, and they help bring the cart in. And it is one of those, once they get to a section, and most of them all stop with the carts and they start unloading, and they're building up. Now that you're at the encampment, you can see that they're building houses, and there's actually like a wall around that's being built. It looks more like a fortification.
Looks like they're almost trying to make a garrison.
Yep.
What's a garrison?
Fortified township. For the most part.
Okay.
Yeah, would you like to suck my balls, Mr. Garrison?
No, it's not like Mr. Garrison, who plays with hand puppets and everything.
Oh, come on, Mr. Slave.
So,
Oh, God.
the one guy continues to travel with you guys. And when you get to the town, he, or to the encampment, he's, so we've decided to make our own town. And we are slowly moving our way into other towns if possible. But as I said, it's more of something that the clergy will have to teach you.
Cool.
You don't mind relocating, do you?
If we feel like staying, then no.
Excellent. And he walks you to the middle of town, and in the middle of the town there is what looks like there's a pedestal with an altar in the middle of it, and behind the altar is a very large wood building.
Is it just a wooden altar?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it stained at all?
Give me a perception check.
15.
It is.
Looks like there might be a little bit of birch, but it kind of looks like there's mahogany running over it.
It's maple syrup.
I promise you, it's just tomato juice. It looks like blood.
I mean, could be.
Would you
Yeah.
believe it's strawberry milkshake?
No, but it might be strawberry jam.
Sacrificing people, that's my least favorite thing to do.
Mm. Oh, red alert, red alert.
I was just curious. Altar stood out. Wooden building seems to be a place of worship almost.
Um,
I'm assuming we're getting walked to the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
and when he gets to the building, like he just opens the door and goes inside. Do you guys follow?
I do.
Okay.
Unless told to stay outside.
Nope. He leaves the door open for you.
Okay.
And as soon as he gets in, he brothers, and eventually a gentleman comes walking up, and he, can I help you? And the guy explains that that you are newcomers and are interested in the faith. And at this, the one nods, and you may go. And the guy, welcome to our town. And he turns and leaves. So, you're interested in joining?
Interested in learning first.
With all learning and joining are part of the same.
Very well.
Let's turn into slime monsters, everybody.
I was reincarnated as a slime.
Later.
Behold my true power.
So,
Immune to flame.
what is it that you are wishing to learn?
Well, we ran into a gentleman named Cassius,
Brother Cassius is one of us.
and he was giving us a little bit of information, but he said,
He claims the Great One can make magic work better.
That is true.
I was just curious how that worked.
It's an interesting thing that our Father can help take care and bring enlightenment to all those children that are in need of it.
so is it only your disciples who are not affected by the randomness of the magic?
No, it is all of those that are within his blessings.
Yeah, Cassie's told us that.
Right.
Gotcha. Chauncey's ready to start murdering.
Why would you assume that?
I think he's more interested in joining.
Well, see, Trickster got so he would join and then,
Yeah.
Kill them all
pull a
from
con
inside.
or something.
So,
Dude, you just turned, straight turned around and started killing people. Just 4 days ago.
Vaporize someone's head.
We're not talking about this.
No.
So,
Just wondering why you let the
what?
Great One's name.
The Great One's name is, unfortunately, for those that follow fully.
We ain't fucking Aladdin now.
Basically it.
Until you give yourself to the faith.
So, can you tell us how one can join?
You are more than welcome to start your process here, but to fully join us, you must make the pilgrimage.
Pilgrimage.
killing.
The pilgrimage will lead you through the deserts,
You mean
and in it you will find your enlightenment in numerous ways.
I'm assuming he's talking about the waste.
I was wondering before we set out on such a journey, might we hang about this wonderful town and get to know some of its inhabitants?
I would recommend it. We do not recommend going on the pilgrimage without preparation.
First, you have to eat a fuck ton of shrooms, because that's basically what it's going to be like. And then not sleep for 5 days straight.
That is
Well, that's usually
And then
Every
bathe in
religion
the
ever.
blood of an elk.
the 5 days straight is using the coffee.
Oh, fuck, there's no coffee here.
No, we have coffee, but it's only for members.
No!
yes. Well, we will definitely take you up on that. And
Do you have a name for the township yet?
Unfortunately, our father has not given us a name to give to it.
New Hampshire.
So,
Providence,
so
I was thinking Salem.
Great. Perfect.
Croata.
Oh no.
Bermuda.
Croatoan.
Yeah, Croata.
Maya?
So while we're meeting everyone and getting to know this, is there anywhere we should be staying?
Do you happen to have your own tent?
Yes.
We will find a position for you on the outskirts.
Good.
Until we can get better arrangements for you.
Okay.
Those that come to our father come willingly.
Do we come willingly?
We did.
Yes.
We came willingly.
Is there anything else you would like to know?
Actually, do you know anything about where that town south of Cantris is deserted?
A few of their followers have joined us and are helping to grow our own town.
Okay.
The rest of them, unfortunately, their souls, we do not know what happened to.
Can I tell if he's lying?
You can give me an insight check.
Do that too.
16.
I'm just gonna assume he's lying.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Alright.
So they relocated, as you say. The ones that are helping.
But some of them are here. One gentleman has already started his pilgrimage.
Okay.
What sort of preparation should we be making? As you say, we need that before we travel into the desert.
Well, the first thing would be making sure that you are in the right mind to meet our father. The second would be to make sure that you are properly stocked to make the trip.
So like
We need a fuck ton of water and a fuck ton of food.
More wine for breakfast.
So your father's not here.
No. Unfortunately, he is currently taking care of other things.
Do you know why Brother Cassius would have been prepared for battle?
Brother Cassius is an oddity. He is very much a zealot.
Are there many zealots?
There are a few.
So I mean, like, what does
It is like a warrior priest kind
Oh,
of
okay.
fanatic.
They
Okay.
believe it unto death.
Okay.
Do you agree with many of the zealots' actions?
It is not me to agree with what the Father has asked them to do.
Okay.
The Great One has his own wishes and his own ways.
Okay. I didn't know how the orders came through, anything like that.
Some of us get to talk directly to him. Others, unfortunately, must find their way of communication through those that do get the advantage of being a touched disciple.
So the father only speaks in wingdings.
Well, the fact you call it wingdings, because it is not wingdings.
I know.
Wingdings is its own stupid language.
I know.
It speaks in shapes. Origami. Origami.
I could have typed it all up in wingdings, but then you would all know what it was, because all you do is go home and hit the keyboard till you figured it out.
Oh, like that just means.
Wingdings is an actual font on your computer.
One word.
Oh, so you just made this whole.
No, this is actually from something else. It is
Oh.
an actual cipher that I looked up,
Okay.
and it's
Weird
a specific cipher.
ciphers.
Yeah, it's a specific cipher.
Huh.
No, I was originally going to make something up similar to it, and then I found that, and I was like, that's exactly what I wanted! It's done!
Okay.
Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you. You said on the outskirts,
Yes.
or you would pick a spot. I don't remember which of the two.
You should be able to find a spot within the walls on the outskirts. Probably a little more to the south.
All right. Thank you very much.
If you have any questions, the church is always open.
Of course.
Out of conclusion, is he wearing robes similar to the one that was on the road?
Yes.
You immediately have the desire to kill him. No, because they're not all inherently bloodthirsty and evil.
Just the zealots.
You know,
Yeah.
just fooled.
Yeah, I guess we'll make our way to the outskirts of where he was indicating. Just kind of set up tent.
So you walk through town, and it is one of those, you can tell this is it is an encampment that's being turned into a town.
Mm-hmm.
There are a couple of buildings that are being put up. The buildings that are, you can tell the first building that was put up was the church.
Well, of course.
From there, you can sort of make out what's probably going to be a general store by the way, the shape and the fact that there's already a guy sort of hawking goods from it.
That's probably where all the stuff came from. The other town.
But a lot of it is just, it's tents. It's like a tent town.
It's like a shanty town almost.
Yeah. But they're spending more of their time, instead of building houses, they're spending more time on building the barricades than they are anything else.
So, like the gate.
Yep.
They're ready for
Was-
the ebon gauntlet to come.
That's what I was going to ask. What kind was the gate? Was there a secured gate as we entered?
Not yet. It was still, there was an archway for the gate, but there's nothing in the middle of the arch.
Good. We have time.
So set up the tent.
Should we talk to some of the townspeople?
And it is one of those, when you get to the south end of town, there's a couple of open spots that you can definitely put your tent at.
How close to the wall?
If you want to get super close to the wall, you can move further towards the wall. But there's some people that are already got tents that are right next to the wall. There is no open spot right next to the wall.
Let's just say we want to have our tent like away from some of the others.
Kind of out of distance of maybe prying ears.
Yes.
Okay. You can make sure that there's a little bit of distance between you and like others.
Okay. Do that.
As you start to set up, like somebody comes over and is like, "You need to move a little bit this way," like because you can tell they're sort of putting alleys and stuff. So it's one of those that they are actually conscious of where you are.
Yeah.
And like if you want this general area, like this will be where your house or your hut gets put up later. So they're trying to set you up already in your.
Oh my god, we can have a base of operations.
In the bad guys.
We could own a city.
Bad idea.
Work our way up the ranks.
And then murder
City.
everyone.
Ooh, be like secret bad
We could have a literal ghost town.
That one's already open if you want that.
No,
one.
they go. No, we get actual ghosts because murdering innocent people.
You all have to be blood hunters first. No.
Ghostwise halflings.
No, not those.
Hexblade warlocks.
Hexblade warlocks. Yeah.
Okay, so what are you guys doing? Setting your tent up.
Setting the tent up. I guess we'll shift it to where we are.
How many people, give or take, would we assume there is in this general?
Is it the same, about 100?
It's
Okay.
all total. You would say that it's probably about 100 people.
If we were to start a fire, how many tents would go up before any kind of organized?
That you do not know. If you were to set a fire, though,
How much of a controlled burn?
only probably one. Like it actually does. Like I said, it looks like they're trying to set up alleys and stuff like that. So you would only get a row.
Okay. Okay.
Like they are not like crammed in, but in a row you might get probably 10 tents.
Is there an obvious water source?
Give me a perception check.
13.
There are 2 wells that you passed by
I'm
on
gonna
your way in.
be trying to look out for people that are actively just watching where we're setting up.
Okay.
Like not the consciences of no alleyway, not those people, but people just lurking and watching us set up.
Okay.
So people who just.
People who
Keeping
do
an
not
eye
need
on
to be
us.
watching us.
Yay!
22.
There is you can make out that one of the guards on the wall is watching you, and there are still like 4 or 5 people that are just in amongst the town, or in amongst the other tents that are just sitting and watching.
So untrustworthy people.
Like us.
Finish setting up.
It's probably golf.
We should probably let the lieutenant know.
That's just my thinking.
And that we may be having to take a pilgrimage. Which we'll let him know about the pilgrimage, and then he gets to decide that. Because we can also just wait for him to get here.
Well, assuming they come here.
It's true. They were.
I can't remember. Was it like they were a 10-day behind us?
You're not sure anymore.
Well, the last time we talked to them, I don't remember if they said they were a 10-day or so behind us.
They never just said.
I believe they said they were being diverted to handle.
They were being diverted to handle Cassius.
Yeah, so they're not
Which means
behind
they're
us
all dead.
anymore.
The last you heard, I don't think they ever said.
Okay.
I don't think he ever gave you like an actual timeline.
Okay.
Yeah, so I will step into the tent and just quietly relay how far we are,
I'm standing outside.
population, give a description of like the fortifications and whatnot, the fact that there is no gate. Then talk about that we have to do a pilgrimage if we want to get closer to the supposed Great One out into the wastes. But we'd have to join the faith to do so.
Okay.
The encampment would be roughly. So,
We were 8 days.
Cantris
And then
was 2 days northeast, or 2 days north of the ghost town.
Yes.
The encampment is 2 days southeast of Cantris.
Yes.
So about a day and a half distance between Ghost Town and Cantris. Or not Ghost Town and Cantris, but Ghost Town and encampment.
Probably should just follow check on that one.
Do what?
Because if it's
Yeah.
straight north and then northeast,
Mhm.
that
So it wasn't.
midsection is going to be...
It wasn't straight north.
Oh.
So even though
I
the
can't
town,
remember if it was northeast.
So think of it this way: if you're going northeast,
Mhm.
you can come into the southern
Yeah.
gate of a town. And if they don't have a western gate or an eastern gate, like
Yeah.
you have one option to go in.
Yeah.
So if they have one road that goes through the town,
Mhm.
you're either going to come from the north
Yeah.
or you're going to come from the south. There's no like even though for everybody like you're going northeast.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that
You're
like,
following the north road.
Yeah, you're going north.
I couldn't remember if it was more of a straight shot north or if it was northeastern.
No, you guys have basically been going sort of northeastern,
Okay. So it's,
and calling it a road is
Yeah.
being very generous, as
Yeah.
it's more like
it's more like beaten path.
cartwheels.
Yeah.
In the
So it's roughly day and a half to 2 days in between Ghost Town and encampment.
you might be able to make it that way. Yes.
But it'd be over.
It'd also be over more terrain, rough terrain. If they decided they wanted to cut across.
So
That
you give the placing and so forth. You get an instant response of good job. We will be sending people to contact you. If you move, let us know.
So relay that to them.
we can stay, learn more about the religion, and wait for the people to contact, or continue.
Either way, we need at least a day, so this will recharge.
no, I could just talk, get to know people,
Mhm.
so they're not as suspicious.
I'm gonna
I've
go
heard
to
to
the
help.
store.
With the building.
Do what?
I'm gonna go to the store.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go to the store.
It's better to do as a group.
So when you get to the store, the store owner, like, he turns and looks and oh, new faces. Congratulations. Do you need a tent?
We brought our own.
Excellent, excellent. I have tents. I have bedrolls. Do you need bedrolls?
What have been on those?
It does get cold occasionally.
Because it does.
Anything in particular you're looking for?
We were told to stock up for the trip into the desert.
If you're new faces, your trip probably is not today.
Better to be prepared, wasn't it?
Well, true, true. What exactly are you looking for your trip?
He's not gonna tell you.
Rations, probably.
We have the rations. We have, and he like pats a barrel. Salted meats.
Mm.
Ooh, meat. Not just berries and twigs.
Berries, twigs.
Hey, sometimes shit runs low.
I hate twigs. It's like a salad.
Our appendix wasn't always an
Twigs?
appendix.
Bark?
If you can't afford the salted meats, he like grabs a sack and like shuffles it.
Nuts and berries.
We got hot duck.
Ugh. Have you ever had hardtack?
No, but I heard it's nasty.
Fucking horrible.
It's wonderful if you put it in a soup. What you make the soup out of, that's questionable because, you know, if you're eating hardtack, you're probably stuck with whatever in the world you're eating. To
Well, that's
make
when you get the salted meats and make a broth.
it.
Hardtack, I would describe as eating very tough cardboard, but with less flavor.
Or is it like those rice cakes that have no flavor?
No, worse.
Really?
Yes.
Those things are bad.
So take basically the concept of like 5-day-old bread, where it's like hard, and then
Ugh.
make it
Even more flavorless and bland.
yeah, and then also make it like thick, to where it's more like it's dense. It is very dense.
It's like trying to bite through about that much paper.
Oof.
It probably tasted just as wonderful.
No, the paper has more flavor.
Some people may say. Well,
At least the one time I got to, like, the one
Oh,
week
hardtack's not
that
fun.
I had hardtack, fucking horrible.
Is there any place to acquire decent equipment like weapons and armor?
Weapons and armor, unfortunately, one of those things that you must provide your own.
They are forbidden in the city. Leave them outside.
Uh,
No, we're not sure to leave. We are not told to leave our weapons outside.
If you feel that you will need your weapons and armor, there are sometimes when through the pilgrimage, you will be escorted. That does not make that your pilgrimage will be any less eventful. It's just for your safety sometimes.
so they're more like
It's kind of like a guide.
okay, a spirit guide.
Are you wearing your vestments and holy symbol?
It'd be under my cloak.
Okay. Just making sure. Like, I'd be curious about the reactions on that.
So what exactly would you like to purchase?
Salted meats.
Salted meats.
How much would they be?
We can gladly get you some rations of salted meats. Let's see here. So, you can get salted meats for 7 silver. Will last you a day. In one for one. So if you want to buy a barrel like this, and he like pulls out a small barrel, this will get you basically 3 days of rations. I could part with it for a gold and 2 silver. And then you could use the rest of the salt to salt something else.
You could salt your hardtack.
I would not recommend that. That would be a
Oh
very
god, no, hardtack is fucking disgusting.
But you could use the salt to make a brine or something like that. But don't use all the salt, and try to get other things with the brine as well. But if you've never had good salted meat, you'll make a good brine one way or another.
So there's 7 silver for a day?
Yes.
Now, how many days travel is the pilgrimage?
I unfortunately have not been on the pilgrimage, so I couldn't tell you.
Will you be taking the pilgrimage at some point?
No, my spot is right here.
Would you be willing to part a 10 days worth of salted meats for 6 gold and a bedroll?
You have a spare bedroll.
I do.
What is
Bedrolls are not worth the gold.
No, but I'm trying to see.
But bedrolls are in very much need here. I had the spare bedroll because we were originally designed to carry 5 people on this trip.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that thing with the tent had extras.
Oh, actually, I've got a tent that I can.
The
ditch
one
as well.
person tent too.
Yeah, I have a 1-person tent. We have.
Sorry,
that.
I don't know that, but I do have a skill you might like.
What?
It's called recognition. You want to try it?
No.
No.
I'll let go away. Jesus Christ! We didn't even say her name. What the fuck?
But-
woman?
Now leaving your
This
house.
is a 2-person tent, or is this
No,
a
this is
group
a
tent?
4.
A group person tent, yeah.
We all
can
4
just-
fit in there.
We can just ditch our tents.
I mean, with the
I never had.
Yeah,
Oh,
I had a
you
tent.
didn't?
I had a bedroll.
yeah, I only had a bedroll.
Yeah, I
Oh.
had bedroll.
My bad. That's what that tent is then. Never mind. I only have the extra bedroll. I do not have an extra tent.
Okay.
That's what that tent is. My bad.
So 10 days worth of rations.
Put it about 7 gold for that. But if I were to trade you a bedroll to help knock off some of the price,
And how much are you willing to give?
6.
6 gold for 10 days and a bedroll. 6 gold, 3 silver, and the bedroll.
Works for me.
Excellent. Yeah.
He doesn't really barter much.
He.
That's one of trades.
How exactly do you want your 10 days? Do you want small casks? And he like puts the small casks up. Or do you want it? And he kicks a barrel.
Probably small.
Small would probably be best.
Okay. Uh,
We can use the rope and tie them on the sides of our packs.
do you need the rope?
I have the rope already. Thank you, though.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
We have
So he takes your
much
bedroll.
fucking rope.
He takes your bedroll and like he doesn't even like inspect it or anything. He just tosses it in the pile with the other bedrolls.
I do give him the good bedroll though.
He
Kind of musty now.
takes up all your coin and like pockets it,
Mhm.
and it'll be a few minutes for me to get your rations set up into smaller casks. Is there anything else you need before I do this?
Not that I know of.
I don't suppose you have any potions of healing or anything like that.
Potions of healing.
Hmm?
I might be able to find one of them. What?
Shit. I was not expecting that.
I won't be able to afford it.
I mean, I can always just make them. It's gonna take 10 days to make one.
Oh yeah, we can just make them. Perks of herbalism kits.
Right, but do we have a 10-day? Just spare. Because
Depends on how long it takes the people to show up.
Right. Well, it's a 10-day of. That's
Dude,
all you're working
Okay.
we can make them. Do you know how much gold we can fucking bank off of this bitch?
He starts scrounging through stuff, and he pulls out one small red potion,
on.
and you're in luck. I have 100 gold.
Ugh.
They usually cost 50, right?
Usually.
But he only has one.
75?
My friend, it is the only one probably in this whole town. And I know for a fact, in 2 towns. You're lucky I give you bargain of 100.
Mm.
I could maybe part for 90.
You say no for a fact in 2 towns.
talking about the one about 2 days travel west of here?
I'm talking about campus.
Oh.
Talking about the ghost town.
I'll buy it at 90.
I was gonna give him 100 if he had more information on the ghost town.
Yeah, that's not what he's talking about, though.
Yeah, he told McCantress. So, yeah.
90
I'll buy
gold?
it at 90.
You want to just split 45 on it?
Okay.
He takes the 90 gold and like puts the potion down on the table, and he, excellent. Anything
I'll
else
put it
you're
on
looking
him.
for?
That way, when he
Yep.
when he falls fight.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. 100%. It's
We
not like
just
he can
look for
afford
it
it.
and pour it.
I mean, it's not like he can afford it.
Fair.
That's
Yeah.
for sure.
So you can add potion if you only do inventory.
They're gonna keep the cop alive. Great.
I mean, he's kind of important. He has the one thing.
I can't remember. Did we have to attune to that? No. So any of us could use it.
Yeah.
But they probably wouldn't listen to us.
Oh, sure they would.
Anything else?
I think you've been all the help you speak.
Give me a few minutes to move stuff over into smaller casks. And like he goes into the like I said, the building's not fully finished. He goes in and he comes out with like a couple of barrels, and then he comes out with a couple of more barrels, and all total he brings out 4 barrels.
Nice.
And
I'll take one.
he opens up like the huge barrel that was next to him, and like the first thing that he does is reaches his hand in, and it's liquid that sloshes, and he pulls out chunks of meat and tosses them in.
Right.
And then he like gets then he dips the barrel into the other barrels and like pulls up and then like locks it in.
Hope he didn't have any open cuts in his arm. It really hurt.
Oh shit! That vial. Oh god, the ooze.
And before he closes it, like he opens up a sack and like shovels more salt into it to fill up most of the like, and it doesn't have a lot of brine in it. It's mostly salt now with the meat at the bottom and a little bit of brine in there. And he does that for all of the casks.
Sweet.
This reminds me of whenever my daughter poured salt on bacon. She's like, it tastes better that way. No, it doesn't.
So that's the actual way you make salted meat, is like you brine it in a salt and then like you pull it out of the brine and then it soaks in just a salt pack
Mm-hmm.
until you need to use it. And it stays in just salt 90% of the time.
It lasts a long time.
Yep, it'll last quite a while. I mean, that's how
they use it on the ships.
yeah, that's
back
how
in
they used to
sailing
sell
times.
from England to America.
America. Fuck yeah!
So grab all the casks and put them in our tent.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, you've been quite wonderful. And with your generous donations, we'll be adding more stock later, baby.
Mm.
As we get it. Come back. You'll see what we find.
We'll definitely keep an eye out.
And since we don't know exactly how long the pilgrimage is gonna be, we can go on hunts, help get meat for here.
We can also ask around to see if anybody knows how long the pilgrimage is going to be.
Yeah. We can help.
And then we
We
must
can help
make
stock here.
ourselves
Well, we're waiting.
spiritually ready for the journey as well.
And spiritually tugs on holy symbol.
So what are you guys doing for the... You're gonna basically make camp with them.
We'll make camp. If there's people who look like they're also new,
Like they don't know what's going on.
yeah, see if anybody else, like you said, knows
Sleep during the day,
about
kill guards during
pilgrimage,
the night.
that kind of thing,
That's
and
what I'm
then ask around if we can help with the setup.
Okay. So, that's what we're going to call it today, is you guys starting to get yourselves situated in the town. Everybody gets 100 XP for the Harpies. Stormcrow, for your answer, I've been playing D&D
619.
since the late 80s.
Back when the D&D panic was going on, right?
It was
Or just after?
The Satanic Panic.
yeah, it was during second edition that I started playing D&D. There's a couple of years in that off and on that I quit playing due to not finding groups to play with and so forth. The rest of the group has been playing off and on for a few years as well.
25 now for me.
25 years for you.
Hey,
Either
my
5
dad
or
read
6
The
for
Hobbit to
me.
me. A year later, he
Huh?
introduced me to
Either
D&D,
5 or
so.
6 for me.
5 or 6.
I
I know
Off
that
and on about 20.
I know that you were like pretty new when I started DMing for you
I had been playing
for like a year.
off and on for like a year or two. Because we've been playing for about 3 years.
My first real
Yeah.
edition was third.
I mean,
Third edition.
I was
Okay.
the first time I ever played D&D ever was when I moved down here 3 years ago. So
Okay. So yeah, so we've got a bit a big change in group of like different people that play.
The amount of years played is older than the oldest person in this room.
Do what?
It's awesome. The amount of years played totaled is older than the oldest person in the room.
No. Oh yeah, that's definitely true.
I don't
But
even know
yeah,
who's the oldest person in the
thank
room.
you so much again, Stormcrow, for the
I think it's me.
sub and everything. We look forward to seeing you. We play D&D every Thursday night, and other than D&D, I do play other games and so forth. I do miniature painting and stuff like that on the stream occasionally. It's a odd and ends thing, but for those that are watching on home later, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button. Come on over to Twitch, Mixer, DLive, any of the above. Hit that follow button. I'm Shinigami Tabris, also known as Boomer. I hope you have a wonderful day or a wonderful night wherever you are. Until next time, everyone. Peace. Out.
Bye!